Hey guys, welcome back to Tax City Live. I'm producer Derek, and we are here on Sunday morning here at Tax City for SpeedQB Sunday. We're doing practice rounds for SpeedQB to lead up to the tournament in July. This is the first one that they're going to be holding every month for the next 5 months before we get to that tournament. So right now I'm up on the ref tower with the live camera. We're going to be flipping the cameras around for you guys right now, and going to be starting with actual tournament style play, where with the SpeedQB, if you guys aren't familiar with it, what we're doing is a 5v5 with a flag in the center of the field right at the 50-yard line, and it's an elimination type of game, or you capture the flag. So it's definitely a fun kind of thing if you guys are looking forward to something like that. We're just getting started. It's $10 to come down and play if you guys are looking to come down and play today. And then we can get you guys on a team if you guys don't have a team with you right now. So there's a couple different options for you guys to come down and play if you guys are interested in that. But right now I'm going to flip this camera around for you. And you can see they're getting ready in the dead box and getting some teams lined up for you guys. And we're going to get started with these first couple games going right now. And then right now, who's putting this on is SYG and SpeedQB. We've got about right now just roughly, I would say about 80 players here. A few different local teams, LTD, SYG, One Shot, One Kill, Union, Captive. There's a few different teams that are down there on the field right now getting ready to start. I'm not quite sure who the first game's going to be. But we're definitely going to keep you guys updated as that goes. But if you guys have any questions for us about SpeedQB, I will do my best to answer those for you guys and get those out there. But you guys want to represent some of your teams out there. If you guys are watching, supporting, let them know you guys are enjoying this kind of event. But we're going to be looking forward to doing the actual full live tournament for you guys the same way here, setting up a couple different camera angles for you guys and showing these guys, because last year's winners is LTD. They took the belt, and so we've got this year will be the next belt that we'll be seeing who's going up for that belt. Kevin, you're asking where is this at? We're in California in the city of Fullerton at Tax City. So if you're in the area and want to come watch it here at the field, you guys are more than welcome to come down and view it from our viewing areas. Or if you guys want to play today, it's only $10 for the SpeedQB Sunday practice session, and they'll be running till 1 o'clock, and then we'll go back into our public play. We'll be opening up, and that starts at $15 for half day and $25 for the full day of play. So there's a couple different options if you guys are looking to come down and play today. But we're getting ready to get started on the field right now for our first set of games for our practice series for this tournament. So definitely we've got quite a bit of players out there, and really looking forward to getting this game going so we can kind of share with you guys this cool, exciting type of gameplay. So it's a little bit different than your standard just pick-up play. There are some rules to it. It is a mid-cap based game. We are on semi for the game. Let's see what else. There's a flag in the middle that you guys are going to need to capture for it, and then you get points for elimination. You get points for capturing the flag. You get points for a few different things out on the field. So definitely it's one of those things where it's a different style of play. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, you're 15 minutes away, so I mean, you might as well come down here, dude. So it looks like I've got LTD lining up right now. They are the reigning champions from last year's tournament, and they're getting themselves on the field. I'll get that camera spun over for them right now. We'll go from that motion there. Thanks, Joe, for sharing the video with everybody out there on your timeline. But definitely we're getting ready to get started. So I got LTD on the field, and we're waiting for that next team to come out and get started. They're right now just kind of getting their bearings for the field, getting themselves figured out how they like their actual runs to get either eliminate that other team or grab that flag first. Kevin, yes, we do have gear to rent. We have masks starting at $5 to rent and guns starting at $15 to rent. We do have rifles, pistols. We have HPA systems. We have SMGs, and they all vary in price. And then we do also rent dye mask if you want to upgrade your mask from just your standard mask. But we do have gear available to rent, Kevin, if you are going to make your way down here. And if you don't feel you need to have a team, Kevin, because we will set you up on a team here for the practice rounds here. So if you are looking to come down and play, definitely just come down and have some fun with us. So it looks like I've got the owner, Sonny, grabbing the mic with us. So the next voice you're going to be hearing is going to be Sonny. Sonny, thanks for coming down for the tournament practice.
No problem. We got a good turnout. Looks like probably a good, I would say 80 to 90 players.
Yeah, just about that. A few different local teams coming down. Yeah. And we've got the reigning champions right now on the field with LTD. They've got the belt right now. So we're looking forward to seeing how they come off for the first game here. They're kind of
this is pretty interesting. This is the first time they've actually come out as a team since they've won the championship last year. So we'll see if they've been playing or if they're rusty, or we'll see. And we have no idea who's going to be coming up right now. Again, this is a practice training day. So it's just kind of like a who's got next kind of situation.
Yeah.
But when the tournament comes up in July, we'll be able to know exactly, ahead of time, who's playing, who's on deck.
Yeah, a day like this is a little bit more for bragging rights, a little bit of that, like, coming out, hanging out with all the different teams out here and friends and kind of just having fun. But in the end of the day, you do get a little bit of bragging rights when you walk away kind of saying, yeah, we won today. But, yeah, it is all about practice for the next 5 events that we'll be holding here till we actually get to the tournament in July.
Interesting to note, Derek, in the feed, if you guys are noticing, the good teams actually walk the field. They want to know. It's very much, I hate to say for some of you guys who are hardcore airsofters, it's very much like paintball. Yes, I said paintball. Where just know your terrain, know your angles, know where you're going to go from one spot to the next. It's kind of doing your prep work. The good teams usually do that. The bad teams or the novice teams just kind of wing it, and it shows on the field.
It definitely shows. The one big benefit of walking the field like this, because every time they come out, it's a little bit different. It changes up. But knowing your lines, knowing where your angles are, knowing where that flag is going to be laid out so that you can make sure your team's got the proper coverage of that field. And so with those kind of like things, walking the field and making sure you've got a line of sight and know where you're at, like that other team might make that same move you're thinking, you can be ahead of the game there. So looks like we're getting ready to get started with this.
They just put the flag in place.
Yeah.
Typically our flag sits right on the center X. And it looks like we have another team on the station. I'm not sure who it is yet. Yeah, what's the name of your team, buddy? Team Union? Team Union. We got Team Union taking on
Team Union, and we'll see what that other team is.
Team Union will be the team on our left.
All right, so Team Union over here is getting ready to line up, and we're going to get the team, the other team right now. I believe it's one shot, one kill. Yes, that's one shot, one kill, 1S, 1K. Yeah, so we've got 1S, 1K, one shot, one kill, and Team Union. We're getting ready to blow that whistle for that first game. Let's see how this is going to go. So because it is a practice day, it's not a 5-on-5 exactly. We do have a 6-on-6, it looks like right now, that we're getting ready to line up.
Looks like 6-on-6.
Yeah, we got a 6-on-6. Are we pulling a 5-on-5? Did they just pull?
They got 6.
Okay, so we got a 6-on-6 game going right now, and this is just about to get ready to start here. You're going to see how quick these guys move across the field to get to that flag. And it's not always just about grabbing that flag sometimes. It's about making sure you've got all those angles covered. So here we go. Here's that first game going.
Let's see who controls that center X. All right.
There it is.
They both went up.
Flag was captured.
Oh, they both traded.
Hold down. Traded shots there. So the games only last about 4 minutes is what we have them timed out to be. They're very quick. You can see that first run was very, very quick to get to that flag. Both of those teams already were out for that flag, and now we're just seeing who can hold on right now and eliminate
Derek,
the other team.
One quick important thing to point out here is the flag was touched, but the player got shot right away. You need to know where that flag is at all times.
Yeah.
Even if it's possessed or not being possessed, you need to have eyes on that flag at all times. The flag is falling on the floor, out of sight for most of the players.
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody noticed that.
So we still got a couple members left on one shot, one kill, and we got a couple members left still on the other team right now. There's them down. It looks like the other team is now eliminated. Union has taken all the players, it looks like. I don't see any more from 1S1K.
Let's see.
And so when this happens, you've got that one guy now sweeping the field, making sure that's all clear. And just so you guys know, it is big boy rules. There is no engagement distance here. You're coming around a corner, you are going to get shot if you are not aware of your surroundings, for sure. So we've got a player. He's on the other team's side now, checking, making sure all those players are cleared before he reaches for that flag and gets himself eliminated.
Derek, he may not even know where the flag is right now.
That is true. And if he can't get that flag, he doesn't get those extra points.
He's got a time limit, too.
Yep.
So that's why it's very crucial to have eyes on that flag.
Yeah, he's a little leery if there's anybody still left on the field.
I believe he's looking where the flag was and doesn't realize it's literally on the floor in the middle of the field.
Dead center of the field. Okay,
he's looking.
He's moving. He's moving.
I don't think he's going to make it.
I don't think he's going to grab it.
That's why I was just telling you guys. It's very crucial to know where that flag is at all times. See, he's looking for it. Too late.
Oh, and he just did not
very
grab it.
Crucial mistake.
Right
that's the difference between a novice team and an advanced team.
Yeah.
You have to know where that flag is at all times. I can't remember what the scoring is for the flag capture, but it is the difference between a win and a loss.
Yes, it can
they
make
did win
or
on
break.
body count, but when it comes to the standings, when they count in July, that could hurt.
They do get points for eliminating the other team. They do get points for having a man still standing, but because they did not capture that flag completely, they do not get the points. So our next team's getting ready to get started here.
We'll get an announcement in just a second.
All right, we've got I think we've got an SYG team here, and the other team I'm not 100% sure yet on. We're waiting for that team name to be given to us. Go, 3 games set.
Yeah, so they just switched sides.
Okay, so actually we're going back to one shot, one kill, and Union here. They're actually doing a 3-game set. We're just informed. Oh,
interesting.
One went down right in front of us here, and they're both eliminated there. We've got the other team is already on the flag, and he's got coverage from his other team.
Yes.
So now you can hear them yelling out on the field to get themselves cover so they can get those points. And now this other team, Union, is moving up on one shot, one kill.
It's interesting, Derek, that one shot, one kill, that they didn't go for the center station this time. They may be paying the price.
They kind of held back a little bit. I think they were trying to hold the field.
They're making a run around them. Union.
Oh. Eliminating, and the man with the flag just got
that was a
eliminated.
little sloppy. They tried to do a 2-man push, two different zones. Problem is, it wasn't simultaneous. If it's staggered, you can lose one guy at a time. If it's simultaneous, you can get the job done.
Lewis, this is located in Fullerton, California at Tax City. If you want to come down and try this out for today, we'll be running SpeedQB Sunday till 1 o'clock today. It's only $10 to come down. Don't feel that you need a team to come down and play. You can come down and play, and we'll get you set up on a team and get some practice in for today.
And keep in mind, guys, this is the home of SpeedQB. This is where it all originated. SpeedSoft, all the acronyms you hear out there. This is where it all started. And this is just a practice day. When we have the real thing in July, when they're playing for the belt, we get a lot more people than this. We'll probably get over close to 200 people showing up.
We have teams coming from across the country also to play for that belt.
Yes.
So right now it's a lot of local boys coming down and girls coming down to play because of it being just a regular practice weekend. But that's still, I mean, there's quite a bit of a turnout out there right now. So we're
this is the third game of the set.
Third game of the set. We've got Union and one shot, one kill out there on the field right now. And we're going to see if one shot, one kill does the same thing they did last game and kind of stay back, or are they going to push for that flag again? It looks like Union's kind of been dominating this series here.
So keep in mind, Derek, if you don't go for that center station, the center X where the flag is stationed, if you don't get a man physically in there, you need at least to control it from afar. And if you don't have control of it, or at least know what's going on, you will lose that. You will lose the game or be at a great disadvantage.
All right, there's the whistle, and they're moving for the flag, and 2 on the flag, both on the flag, 1 eliminated. So now Union.
1 shot, 1 kill is down 1.
Yeah, Union has the 50 with their guy, but the flag dropped on the other side.
Yes.
And so we'll see if they can get around and grab that flag.
That is going to be crucial because now that guy in the center X is it's a long stretch for him to get that flag, even though he's only 3 feet away from it.
So it looks like we've got 3 left on the 1 shot, 1 kill side. Let's see. Look at a little bit of action. We've got some movement going on.
Another Union member's down.
What I can see right now on the field, we've got 4 Union and looks like 3 1 shot, 1 kill. They just
2
we
Union,
got 2 eliminated. 1 down.
1K.
We've got 2 left of Union back on the backside, and on the very far backside, we have 1 shot, 1 kill. 1 of their players left. So it's a 2-on-1 game right now. Let's see if they're able to push and get that flag.
Now 2-on-1 is a very interesting situation. Oh, looks like the one's being aggressive. Whoa. I wouldn't have recommended that.
They both are eliminated. Looks like we've got 1 left for Union. Let's see if he's able to get to the flag and get those points.
That was a poor move on the 1 shot. Was it Union side? Right?
Yeah, Union. Yes, that was Union that made that push.
Oh, he did have 1 more guy.
They got 1 more. He can't get to that flag though.
I see.
But they did eliminate the other team from that. Guys, if you are just joining us for this, we are on here at Tax City Fullerton doing a SpeedQB Sunday event, which is practice. And we just had a 3-game set between the teams Union and 1 shot, 1 kill. We're getting ready to get another game set going from another team going on right now. So, guys, join us real quick while we get this next team ready on the field. Oh, we're getting informed right now by the refs that there's actually a 4-game set between the teams. All right, so it looks like we're going to see Union and 1 shot, 1 kill 1 more time. Or actually, no, we are switching teams now. We are going to. It looks like we've got Team LTD, which is the reigning champions from last year's tournament. And Captive
on the right
is the other team here. Cool.
So Captive is an up-and-coming team. They've been competing in a lot of these competitions and train days religiously. I wouldn't say they're up there with SYG or LTD yet, but they're on the verge.
Yeah,
they got some pretty good players. So I think LTD shouldn't take these guys too lightly. And like in this kind of sport, 1 kill off the bat is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. All it takes is 1 guy to be lazy or just get a lucky shot and taking advantage of it.
For the, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but for the real tournament, there are prizes. There is a belt, and then SpeedQB brings in a couple different sponsors that bring in a couple different things.
Precision is one. AEX brings some stuff in.
Yeah, so there's a couple different prizes for your teams, first, second, and third, to kind of walk away with something more than just that belt. So here we go. We're getting ready to start the first game set for LTD and Captive. There's that push.
Interesting. Nobody went for the center X. I think both teams know each other pretty well, and I think they're playing very cautious. So if you don't go for the X, like I said, you need to have control of it from afar, and I think that's what they're going to go with, trying to push the edges or the tapes to get around the other team. I think that's what the goal is for both these teams.
Yeah. It looks like LTD kind of held back a little bit on that push. And same with Captive. They didn't seem to actually push out all the way to that 50 the same way we've seen in the first game set.
Captive's down 1.
All right.
Oh, the snake, the window side of the field looks like they're in a. Oh, Captive's down 2. LTD looks like they're controlling the edges of the field.
So
another Captive's down. Okay, look for LTD to move to the right. There we go.
We've got a couple moving down on the far side here, pushing down, eliminating, and it looks like they've eliminated that other team completely.
They're sweeping the field.
Sweeping the field and coming back to grab that flag. already pulled the flag, actually. We missed the flag capture. They were able to do that while we were watching that sweep.
So, that, again,
really
that's the difference
job,
between an advanced team and a novice team is that everything's simultaneous, not staggered. You don't push and then get the flag. You don't push once. They pushed multiple fronts at exactly the same time and pushed the middle of the field while capturing the flag at the same time.
Yeah.
And all it really took is one key guy on the show tape here to open it up, to open up the floodgates, and they swept. You get around the edges on the field, and you get around the other team, it just opens up everything.
All right. Yeah, so, guys, for some of you guys wondering what's out there, we have, as far as gun go-wise, we have a couple different things. There's shotguns, pistols, rifles all being used out there. I know one of the SYG players is talking about using like an indoor sniper rifle, bolt-action sniper rifle when playing out here. So it doesn't require anything special of a gun to come out and try this type of gameplay out. It really is just about tactics and covering that field properly. So we just had one guy eliminated right there in the middle. Again, we are watching Captive and LTD play their second of 3 game sets for our SpeedQB practice Sunday that we have today. Yes, Ivan, this is in Fullerton, California. It's like that flag in that middle there is still open and still available for capture. LTD just made that push for that flag. We've got someone down there on that triangle.
They're making a hard push down the right tape.
Look, we're going to have some action coming out right here on the blue side here. They're coming right around. There's some action. Oh, there was some nice little gameplay right there. They just cleared the field, and they're getting ready to grab that flag to get those extra points. There's that flag, and he is now taking it to that opposing teams. And there's those points right there, and game is called for them. That's 2 flag captures for them, 2 team eliminations for them. I mean, they do really show that they are the reigning champs of this type of sport here in Airsoft.
Yeah, and they know their competition. They know that the other teams are pretty aggressive or likes to break out fast. They play the field and they take what they give them. Sometimes, like I said, once again, it's not just about getting to the X. It's controlling the X, even from the angles from afar, and then busting up the tapes. Very rarely do you bust the field open right up the middle.
Yeah.
It's usually around the edges. But you have to control the center by angles, not by actually necessarily physically occupying the center.
Yeah. We got a little bit of refs cleaning up the field out there. We had a little bit of collision with the barricades and moved around, so they're getting that back set in place before we start that next game. Let's see how we're going to have these guys run off of this set here. LTD, again, this is the 3rd game set now between LTD and Captive. We're going to see if these guys go for that flag or if they do the same thing they've been doing the last 2 games and kind of hold back a little bit. You can see how they spread across that field to cover every angle.
Captive just lost one on the show tape. That's huge. So look to LTD to push the show tape because they're 1 down. Oh, now we got one out of the center.
2 down for Captive. They've already got the flag. They've already pushed up. But you can see what they do right at the start is they spread that field real quickly to cover every angle they can on that field.
Right now, if you were to use a boxing analogy, LTD's got Captive on the ropes and are being very methodical, punching at them, not going too fast because they have this probably in check as long as they don't get too crazy and out of control.
It looks like we got 2 left from Captive on the field while the whole team of LTD is still available. They just eliminated, and that's the full elimination and flag capture.
Also to note, Derek, you were talking about equipment and whatnot. There's a lot of misinformation floating around about SpeedQB as far as, there's a bunch of Polar Star guys going full auto, no FPS limits, blah, blah, blah. Other than there's no engagement distance, it's big boy rules, there is a 350 FPS, a 30 RPS, which is on the high side, but nonetheless it's still a cap. And they're on semi. They're playing semi.
Yeah, that 30 RPS really doesn't come into a play here because they are just playing semi.
And if you literally listen to the rate of fire in the game, it's really not that hardcore as people may think it is.
It's more about accuracy.
And that's why you see guys predominantly shooting pistols.
Yeah. Yeah, we have, from what I can see on LTD side, we've got 3 pistols, a shotgun, and a rifle. From Captive, it looks like I've got 4 pistols and 1 rifle from Captive.
Yeah, now, and so that's got to tell people, if you really think about it, it's about movement. So with a pistol, it's easier to move around, flexibility and getting small and whatnot. as opposed to a big clunky rifle.
All right, so it looks like we got one eliminated from captive here. The push wasn't as dramatic this go-round for both teams. They kind of both held back on it, and they're kind of moving through. Let's see, we've got a little bit of action going down the side here. Oh.
Yeah. Looks like we're down 2-2, I believe. No, now we have 3 captive down. I believe
so
we
it looks
have.
like we've got 2 left of captive and maybe 3 left of LTD. Looks like I've got 2 back behind that gray barricade over there. They just made a run towards that middle there.
Okay, so this is crucial. I believe it's 2-on-2. Communication is key.
Yep.
If they're smart, they should double up. Okay, LTD's down.
LTD's down. That flag is still available.
I believe it's a 2-on-1 at this point. But communication's key.
I've got 1 back on the gray wall on the back corner for LTD, and I got. Oh, yeah.
Careful.
Yep. Don't want to give away too many positions. Looks like we got 2-on-2 going on right now.
Let's say they lost sight of where they're at.
Yep. There's a flag. Oh, there's one. Looks like it's a 1-on-1.
1-on-1. Oh,
looks like they're eliminated. Looks like we've got
that came pretty
LTD.
close.
Yeah, that was a pretty good matchup there. Flag capture and team elimination for LTD.
So now, the difference at the end of that game, excuse me, Derek, is that when it came down to 2-on-2, the 2 captive players didn't have eyes or any idea where the other LTD guys were, and the LTD players knew exactly where the captive players were. So the captive players were guessing, and LTD was not.
Yeah, they were guessing where to make that next move, and as soon as they made that next move, LTD pounced on them and basically eliminated them and took those points. So now we've got new teams coming in here. That was the last game set for those guys. It looks like we've got a little bit more of a regular plays. Let's see if we can get the names for these teams here. We're holding on for the team names. So these are more of like our entry-level novice players here, getting here on this tournament Sunday practice day. They're coming out here. They kind of got their teams grouped up. They're not usual teams that are playing all the time. So they're kind of getting out here to get a novice start and get into this type of game.
That's exactly right, Derek. Apparently these 2 teams are just kind of a bunch of kids that showed up who like the sport and just kind of wanted to form a team on the fly.
Oh, look at that slide
nice move.
for that flag. Already on the flag right there.
Oh, we have
got some elimination going on in the back here. We had one guy push all the way back around here and eliminate. And he's just taking all of them out. I think that was one of our staff members, Robert, down on that team with them, actually playing, trying to get in there with him. I think he just got eliminated over here. Yeah. So you can see, I mean, there's just a mix of players on that last game set, just getting themselves used to this type of gameplay. All right. They are now switching sides, and we're going to get that flag back reset up there. And going on behind us, we do have some like practice rounds going on behind us on the other side of the field here. But it's not set up exactly the same way as we have the actual field set up here for the actual SpeedQB tournament style. This is what you're going to see actually on a tournament type of field for us. And we're waiting for that next whistle. Let's see how they push for that flag. Again, that other team comes out real strong for that flag and get one of those players right there in the middle. But you can see from a team that's not too organized and have not been playing too long together, you can see there's not as much communication going on. There's not as much kind of teamwork going on. It's more of like a run and gun. And
it's more of a lone wolf situation. Yeah. And that doesn't get it done, especially when you only have 5-on-5, 6-on-6.
Yeah.
A lone wolf will get your team destroyed. So for those out there who don't think there's much tactics or communication or anything going on, there is, and it'll show up on the, once again, the advanced teams versus the novice teams. Communication, having a game plan will make the difference. If you don't, the result is you get destroyed. Simple as that.
So that flag is down in the middle there. I don't know if he sees or if he's going to try for that. Looks like we've got a one-on-one game going on right now.
Yep. No, you aren't by.
He's moving. He's moving. He's
going
trying to
for
do
the
the
kill.
elimination. Yep. Looks like he got the elimination kill on that. If you can move across that field quick enough where that other team doesn't realize your movements, you can really dominate the field pretty quickly. All right, we're going to the third of 4 game sets for these teams here. And see, this team's been pushing real fast on that 50 grab. We did not get a flag reset. Looks like we're getting ready to make that next game go. All right, there's that reset for the flag going, and then that whistle should be blown pretty quickly here. All right, and here we go. Here's that push. And we can see from that other team making that run down the field right there, trying to get the other team eliminated. We have one guy made it to the center there. Grab that flag.
That's 25 points for that first pull.
Let's see if they can hold on to it. They've been getting to it. They just can't hold on to it. They always get surrounded with that team. Let's see. Guys, if you're just joining us, it is SpeedQB Sunday here at Tax City Fullerton in Fullerton, California. It is a practice day. We'll be having 4 more of these before the actual tournament in July. If you guys want to come down, we'll be having these kind of gameplays till about 1 o'clock. Then we'll be going into public play. But it's only $10 to come down and play and get some practice. Don't feel you need a team to get down here and play. We'll get you guys started on a team and get you guys used to this type of gameplay so you guys can get ready for the tournament in July. But LTD was just one of the last games we saw before we had these teams come on here. And you can definitely see that difference in player quality and teamwork when they've been playing for a long time. They're actually the reigning champs from last year's tournament. And so we'll be seeing them a little later today coming down the field again. But right now we have more of those teams that are just coming down to try out the event, kind of getting their group together. All right, so this is going to be the 4th game of this game set between these 2 teams here. Get ready to start and see how these guys move.
So, Derek, we have Team Extreme and Team SOAS.
Okay, so we did get some team names for these guys. Cool. All right.
I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Team Extreme is on our left. Camera left. Going left to right.
And you can see not as much of a punch out for that 50.
On both teams.
From both teams there. Let's see how they manage to make it to that 50 if we're going to see a flag grab on this game set. Oh, yep. We have other teams able to get there. Got that flag. Now let's see if he can survive.
20,
nope. He's down.
But he did get the 25 points for the first pull.
For the first pull, he did get those points. Got some movement down low over here. With some elimination.
There's a push on the near sideline. If he gets around, that could be trouble. It's trouble.
And
there we go.
Eliminated.
Coming around behind. He traded.
Looks like we have maybe 1-on-3 right now.
Let's see, maybe 2. Oh.
Elimination in the center of the field. They're trying to go for that flag now.
I think they lost. Let's see if they found it.
He's moving around there. There you go. Smart move. Grab the flag and is going to get the points. So that was the 4th game set for these guys. We're going to be switching up teams here. Let's see what those next team sets are going to be coming out with. So guys, if you guys have questions about the sport, definitely feel free to ask. But from the way this type of game goes for us, we try to put a 4-minute limit on the time for it. There is a semi-lock for your guns, so you're all shooting semi-only here. Mid-caps are required also for it, and there's no requirement on what type of gun to use. You can use any type of gun you want. It could be a sniper rifle, a actual AEG, an HPA system, a shotgun. We have pistols. We have the mix of everything out here playing today. But there's no limitation on what type of gun you can use. It just has to be on that 350 FPS or less for the settings. It has to be under 30 rounds a second or less. And it has to just be able to shoot semi-only. So that's the way these games go. We're getting our next team set up. It looks like we're getting another kind of a grouped up team again, just trying to get themselves out to get used to this type of gameplay. Against, let's see if we've got another team going here. Yeah. Again, these are going to be some of more of our entry-level novice teams that are coming out at this point right now to kind of get used to this type of gameplay and get some practice in before the Fools tournament that's going on this July.
Looks like we have a mixed bag on both teams.
Yeah.
I think we're down 1 on the team on our left.
So we got a 4-on-5 match here, so that's definitely going to be weighted in the other team's favor.
Let's see if they're waiting for a 5th.
They're sending one off to make sure the game is fair. So 4-on-4, here we go. There's a push. You can see they spread for both sides of the field, trying to cover every angle there. This other team, let's see if we can get them in the shot there. No one really made a big push for that 50.
I was kind of hoping they played 4-on-5. That's good practice for the 4.
Yeah.
Know? That'll really get you going.
Being that is a practice day, I mean, you could definitely get away with it.
Well, it'll definitely sharpen your chops, that's for sure. So because sometimes you start off 5-on-5 and you lose one, you still got to play 4-on-5 anyways.
Yeah.
And again, the novice teams are a little bit more cautious, more methodical because they're a little bit more apprehensive to move, take chances.
There's that go for that flag pull. There's the points for the flag. Let's see if he can stay alive and get it to the other side.
Oh, they're double up on the X.
Got some coverage. They're making a move.
Interesting. I'm not sure I will lead the push with the flag carrier, but
you can see where they're down in the lower corner here.
By the flag carrier leading the charge, and if he gets shot, now you're actually handing the flag over to the other team.
Yeah.
So that is a kind of a move I wouldn't recommend. Oh, coming around at his game, I believe. Nope. This game, it goes with any kind of airsoft game. The basics to win the game is make your enemy look when and where you want them to look. It applies to SpeedQB, applies to Milsim, applies to just regular airsoft games. Making your opponent look when and where you want them to look, so you can either get an angle on him to flank him, to shoot him. You win games with your feet, not with your fingers. This is game 2, I believe. 2 of 4, yes.
Guns facing the wall. Guns facing the wall. 5.
And away we go. Once again, avoiding the center. And a lot of times in these kind of games, you have to do something out of the ordinary to break game wide open. Do the same thing everybody else does, only rolls the dice. You're taking a chance that you get lucky, whereas doing something different or movements that are unique to the field will break the game wide open.
All right, they tried to make that push for that 50. Let's see what's going on. Looks like we got 1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
I believe that push for the 50 was a desperate move because they were losing, which was a smart move because they got 25 points out of it.
Looks like the other team is eliminated. Let's see if they go for the flag and those points.
Keep in mind there's time limits, so if you spend too much time searching or can't find that flag, you just lost 25 points in essence.
Yeah. All right, we're switching sides. Was that game 3? This is going to be game 4, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Spin this camera around and get this other team in the shot for you guys. And there's the start of this next set here.
So the team on our left, going left to right, looks like they're going to double up on our the near sideline here. The near sideline, the way it's set up, seems to be a favorite side to push for whatever reason.
Let's see, we've got, doesn't look like we have anybody eliminated yet from either team here. Oh, there goes one right there. Going for the 50. Got the, and they both got it.
So when you're down to 2, you need communication has to be right on point.
Yeah.
Right now, it's very quiet.
And that's how you can tell, like, when you're seeing these people coming out for the first time and kind of getting used to this type of sport and getting their teamwork kind of working, you can kind of see that they're not right there, the same communication that you get from some of the more advanced teams out here.
So right now, because there's no communication on this team, they're basically, in essence, lone wolfing it and not communicating, like, what do you want to do? What side are we going to push? Yeah. Whether it's nonverbal or verbal, there's no communication whatsoever. And now they're going to get shot one at a time and be done.
And it looks like there was just a team elimination right there.
Communication is so crucial on any level.
One player left. Let's see if he gets there to grab that flag.
It's very easy for players to get tunnel hearing, as I call it. You can be standing next to a guy 10 feet away and yelling something, but because he's focusing on what he's looking at, he doesn't hear you. And that could cost your team the game.
All right, looks like we're going to be switching up teams here for the next round set. Yes, Danny, we do have Sonny talking here. He is up here on the ref tower with me, and we are kind of going over some of the gameplay here for the SpeedQB practice Sunday. All right, so we got the next team coming up, and it looks like I'm not familiar with this team. They are a little bit more of a regulars. I have seen them here at the field. And then it looks like we've got another team. Do we have team names yet for these teams? Let's see. We're going to see
team names.
All right. So we've got LTD2. So this is their younger group for LTD, and kind of their more like
a feeder team.
Yeah, their feeder team. There you go. That's
taking on Black Sheep on our right.
And so We'll see how these guys hold up to the full
I was
LTD.
going to say, they look very much like LTD.
And look at that push right to the 50. That was aggressive.
Yep.
There's two. Oh, we got two eliminated.
Both got shot. Hey, what happened to the flag?
Flag fell down.
Did he take it? He took it.
Oh, he took it, and he dropped it back on the other side.
That flag has to be reset. I hope the refs get on top of that. The flag has to be reset. He took it 30 feet to the sideline. It's a deduction, so apparently there's a penalty for them to do that. I'm not sure what the points on that.
Flag with them to that dead box area. There's a deduction. Well, Daniel, we're not quite as good as football commentators, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. I mean, maybe we're making up for football being over from last week, but definitely it's a fun, fast-action sport out here.
We're just trying to give you a taste of what's going on here. A lot of people have misconceptions or don't have any idea what SpeedQB is all about. Well, we're showing you firsthand.
All right.
And anybody who tries to do anything close to it or tries to imitate it is just not the real thing.
Not quite the same. So we got Team Black Sheep over here lining up.
Team Black Sheep going left to right, and LTD2 going right to left.
Let's see how that push goes. There was two very aggressive pushes right for that 50. Right off the bat, there they go. They're moving.
Oh.
Right for that 50.
Oh.
Awesome.
And that's what happens when you send the biggest guy to the center flag. Collision. Oh, they lost two.
Push, they lost two.
Three.
Lost three.
Oh.
I think we're down to one player.
There's they're making a run. You got him. He's hanging tough.
Oh, there it is. There's elimination right there. And they're going to grab that flag. Quick game, guys. Quick game. It can go by real fast if you guys aren't paying attention. LTD2 just dominated that right there with that team.
Well, one of the reasons that the team on the left, I mean, it was Black Sheep, lost two or three right off the bat.
Yeah.
Losing one right off the bat is huge. 2 or 3, you're done.
We're just making some field changes real quick to some of the stuff on the field, and then we're going to get ready to start game 3 of 4 between LTD2 and Black Sheep.
I can't get over the fact they sent the biggest guy, Black Sheep sent the biggest guy to the center station. Tumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the bunker.
All right, look at that push right to that 50. They did not get to that 50. Both teams kind of held back on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
They didn't quite make it to that flag right off the get-go like they have been.
Sometimes you have to mix it up. Sometimes if you feel the other team's going to go for it all the time, to plan accordingly. Oh, Black Sheep lost.
And it looks like they
2 or
just
3.
eliminated Black Sheep.
Yep.
You can see LTD2's been being trained very well from the reigning champs LTD1.
And you notice a lot of those kills weren't like they didn't run up to them and shoot them point blank. They were from their opening positions and shot them.
Yeah.
So that could be a combination of LTD's, their LTD2's good shooting and or Black Sheep's lack of shooting undercover. Because there's no excuse for losing that many guys right out of the break if nobody's running right at you. When you're shooting, you're probably exposing too much of yourself, and a guy with a good shot will take you out every time.
Yeah. From my understanding, I know Team Black Sheep here, there's not quite the same teamwork. There's a couple new players on their team where LTD2 definitely has some players that have been there for a while. And we got going down for some cover there. Again, not making that big push like they did on the first 2 games for that 50. They're trying to hold themselves back a little bit and eliminate that team. We got one eliminated from LTD.
I think we're going to the near tape here is going to be the deciding factor. It looks like both teams are trying to push it up the side here.
For the flag. There's
a
move for the flag. He got the points for the flag, and he's eliminated.
Oh. Black Sheep got the points. And they're
We've got some heavy fire coming out. On the back here, we got some push, and there's elimination right there. And it looks like we've got one-on-one going on over here, and there's elimination.
Is anybody left? Let's see what happens.
Looks like we've got LTD, the last reigning guys here.
And bottom line, that's what matters.
Yep.
As long as when the dust settled, you have at least one guy left. But he better hurry up and hang it, otherwise that costs him 25 points. And he should make it.
So, Sean, if you're asking about the whole field, we only are playing on the half of our field here because it's a 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 7-on-7 type of game tournament that's going on here. And this is practice for the big tournament coming up in July. The reigning champions are LTD1. They took last year's belt, and they're going to be holding on to that belt till this next tournament in July. But the next 5 months, we'll be holding SpeedQB Sundays where all you teams can come down, practice. Even if you don't have a team, we can get you set up on a team here and be able to practice and try this sport out and see if it's something you want to try out. And when it comes to the tournament in July, there's some pretty good prizes and definitely some bragging rights once you walk away with that belt.
And some teams have formed from the training days where they met guys and decided to form teams after that day and move forward. And so it's a good time to meet other players that they're of the same style and form a team.
So, guys, we have SYG, which are the guys putting this whole thing together with SpeedQB. They are one of the originals when it comes to this whole speed soft kind of tournament play. And I'm not sure. Looks like we've got Union lined up, and we have Union lined up against them on the other side. They're an up-and-coming team. They've been around for a while now, but SYG definitely has the age and the experience over them. So.
Now, what you'll notice with SYG is not just their movements, but individually their movements within the bunkers.
So let's watch. Let's see how they make that move out for that 50. Here comes that first whistle. Oh, wait. Got a player running. Here's SYG out of the gate. And you can see that push for that 50, how quick that was eliminating that other team. They both pushed for that 50 real quick. Union was able to grab that flag first, but SYG eliminated them, and now they're going to go for the flag and get the rest of this team out. Let's see how this goes. We got one eliminated from the middle there on SYG. There's a push, there's a run, and
I believe we had a problem with this one. Too many players on SYG.
Did we have a uneven game?
Yeah, so again, this is a practice.
Yeah.
This is what happened in the tournament, but
tournament-wise,
full disclosure,
they would have been deducted points on that or DQ'd for that game.
They will get DQ'd.
And so because it is a practice run and trying to get all the kinks worked out for both teams here, we're just going to reset that game. Switching sides now.
So it looks like Union wants to play against 6, unless they're going to add 6. We'll see. So that's why. So I think Union's adding a 6th too. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have 6 on 6.
All right. Okay, so we're lining up
and
for the next.
There's no hard
game.
feelings. Obviously, the guys were just, oh, my bad, no problem. But when it comes to tournament time, that as they say in the South, that dog don't hunt.
All right, so now we're going to watch Union come out the gate here. They made a really good push for that flag that first round against SYG. They did get eliminated, so let's see how they make that run. You can see they've got experience, and that slide for that flag, there's that 50. Both of them are right there. Both of them are eliminated. But you can see they cover that field from every angle they can. They make that push so that they can cover every shot that's available to them, so that they make sure that that's covered in a way that they can help support that team as they make that push for that flag. You got some movement coming down on that backside there. Union's kind of stuck. Union's not moving. SYG's slowly pushing up on them. There's elimination and another elimination. And looks like Union just got eliminated. And SYG is going to be going for that flag. See them move for that flag. Yeah, full team elimination and going for the flag for the points.
So Union gets the 25 points on that. They get the first cycle.
All right.
Union, you guys got the first goal on that one. You get the first goal on that last game because they didn't reset the flag. Okay. And you got the 25 points.
All right, so there was a little bit of a flag not being set properly on the last, so Union received that first pool for that 25 points there. And again, it is practice. They are trying to get all those kind of kinks worked out from the team play and trying to get all those things figured out as we go on.
Keep in mind, Derek, we're not a full staff that we would have reffing the tournament. Right now, we're just a practice game.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, we would have about 5 or 6 refs on the field,
Making
and
sure
that would be covered at all times.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to see SYG come out the gate there. There's that push, that slide, that movement. We got Union on the flag first. Moving nice to that center point. SYG is now going to be playing catch up to eliminate and grab that, get that flag back. There's elimination right there.
Notice one of the SYG guys has a long sniper rifle.
Yeah, he's playing. He said he was going to be playing with a Bolt sniper rifle this game.
This is interesting.
And there's that flag placement right there from SYG.
So Union wins the game, but they left 2 alive. So this is where miscommunication comes into play. SYG was stacking up on the near tape to make a push. Meanwhile, the remaining Union player ran the other tape and hung the flag and won the game.
So Union got the points for the pool, for the flag, but didn't get for the full elimination. But that's still more points and definitely going to put you higher in the rankings with those kind of performances.
And I'm sure it probably hurt SYG's ego a little bit.
All right, so we got Union lining up.
And probably got Union's ego a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't make them do anything too stupid now.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little confidence is fine. Too much confidence is bad. Oh!
There's a really nice slide.
Come on.
Elimination.
Pull him out. All right, center flag.
So there was a little bit of a situation there that they're going to reset this game here. But Sean, yeah, it's kind of like a bomb grab. You got to grab that flag from that center, and then that points for the first grab pull is 25 points for that first grab pull. And then if you can get that flag to your enemy's side, then you get another set of points there. And then there's also team elimination. If you can eliminate that team, you definitely get the more points for that there also. All right, so we're getting ready for the reset. I'm going to keep this camera right on that 50 because there's been a really good push for that 50 there. Let's see how that goes. A little bit. All right, so here's that push for that 50. Again, boom, slide right there. Elimination. He did get tagged. So now the rest of that Union team is kind of hanging back on this backside, and SYG is going to make a slow creep on them and see about elimination. But that flag has been dropped on the Union side of that 50. Elimination from Union. There's some nice movement from SYG and just eliminated the rest of that team there. That is game with elimination from SYG on Union. All right, so we're resetting. I believe this is the fourth game of their set here. We're just flipping sides for these guys. We're going to do an SYG and Union for the fourth game. Guys, if you were just joining us here, we are here at Tax City in Fullerton, California, doing a SpeedQB Sunday event. We're doing a live broadcast of the practice tournaments going on. Actually, that was the last game set for SYG and Union. We're getting a new team set up on the field right now, getting ready to practice. But today is a practice day for the tournament that's coming in July. It's only $10 to come down here. We'll be doing this till about 1 o'clock today. And then we'll be going into our public play for that. But that was, if you guys just watched the last match, that was Team Union and Team SYG getting out on the field and playing a game set.
Up next, I have word is that Captive is taking ML. ML, which has been around for years off and on. We thought we're dead, but I guess they're alive.
All right, so they're back out here playing for this practice day and against Captive, which is an up-and-coming team for us. They're one of our regulars that we see here quite often, but they are kind of new to this SpeedQB team sport.
Okay, so we just got word after this set of games, we'll have another two teams, and after them, we'll have the set we're waiting for. LTD versus SYG.
All right. So if you guys are just joining us, we're probably about 15, 20 minutes away from an LTD SYG. And so the big thing about that is that LTD is the last year's reigning champion. They took the belt from SYG.
Which was a runner-up.
Yeah. So it's first and second place teams basically from last year's tournament will be out here in about 15, 20 minutes just for bragging rights today. They're not a belt on the line or anything, but definitely for some bragging rights, and you're definitely going to see how that quality
very much like
play.
A preseason game, say NFL, basketball, whatnot. It doesn't mean anything, but at the same time, it does.
Yeah, exactly. Because they got a whole month of bragging rights till the next practice Sunday.
Exactly.
They can kind of take that back a little bit. Here we go, next game set, Captive and ML.
Captive going left to right, ML right to left.
There's Captive out for a good burst, and ML definitely already at the 50, grabbing that flag right off the bat.
Captive loses one on the show tape. Kind of quiet. Oh, Captive loses a back player. That's 2 down on Captive. ML takes advantage on the show tape, going on a snake. Just by position alone, I think ML's in good position here. And control. Oh,
ML just made a move.
That might be the kiss of death. That's the third Captive. Third Captive.
We still have ML in the middle with the flag, and they just moved on it, and they're moving for that flag, and they just placed that flag point down.
Once again, Derek, you lose some guys in the back right out of the gate without even moving up and getting shot. That's horrible.
Yeah.
You cannot lose guys just from the bunkers in the back without even moving up. You know, that's bad.
Yeah, you can't lose them right off the bat. I mean, there's about a good 75 to 100 feet between the teams right now.
It's one thing to lose a guy off the bat because he's running up the gut or he's taking a chance. But at your starting position getting shot out, that just tells me that you're not playing your bunker well enough. You're
not
exposing
getting
yourself
cover properly, yeah.
Or you don't know where the fire's coming from, and that's just
You've got to be aware of that field surroundings for sure.
Let's see if they can make it up this game.
Yeah. All right, so ML took that last one with the flag grab and able to place it in the enemy's side.
So we have Captive going right to left.
And so ML is what we're watching right now. Let's see how they perform out of the gate here. Last one, they pushed right on that 50 real quick. There's that move for that 50.
And like clockwork.
They're right on it.
Captive loses one again on the show tape.
Yep.
They can't get a guy on that show tape without taking a loss.
There's some movement on the back side of Captive over there. But we've got ML holding the back, and we've got one guy from ML right on the 50.
Oh, Captive is doubling up in the center back bunker. That tells me that they're probably looking to push one side.
There's a push going down that plexiglass side over there.
There we go. Let's see if they see each other. We got show tape.
He's so exposed, and no one sees him.
But I hope he should be looking at the guy in the X. So if you look at the guy in the X, he's got television to one side of the field. He should be looking on both sides of the field.
And look at, there's just, he just made a move on that backside.
They're going to get shot in the back. Watch this.
We'll move that camera that way. He's just on the other side of the blue. He's coming around the back. Boom. Backside shot right there. He's eliminating that field all from behind because they left him open. There it is right there.
Last player's done.
Another elimination. Judd, that was some great play.
Let's see if they have anybody left to hang it.
Look, I've got Captive moving right there towards the flag in the middle. And
time's out.
Time's out. Some good work on Captive, kind of just holding the field. Time did run out on them, but they were able to come back around and eliminate every player. If you're not watching your backside, if you're not watching that far side, and you get that tunnel vision that we're talking about, that kind of stuff like that just happens.
Here's something that I can't say this enough. Communication. You have to know where the other players are, so your teammates are aware where every player on the field is at all times. So somebody doesn't get ignored. In that last game, Captive got up the snake, and nobody on the ML team knew that somebody was in the snake. And getting a guy in a snake and not know it is not acceptable. There should be constant chatter at all times. If you're not talking, shooting, or moving, you're not playing.
And so there's Captive out the gate.
Oh, off the break, they lose one.
And right off the bat, they're losing them. And right off the bat, ML again, right to that 50 with somebody right on the flag. They're getting the points for the pool, but they're just not getting them a full elimination.
So it's up to his teammates to get him to move up, to get him in position to move up. He shouldn't be the guy making the push.
Yeah.
Once again, you have the flag. You should not be spearheading the push. Otherwise, you're handing the flag to the other team.
Oh, there's some elimination right there in the center. We got some movement. So that flag is down in the center right now. They just made another move for that flag.
See, for me, I wouldn't worry about that flag until the end, since the first pole has already been taken, unless you need that actual position on the field, by all means.
And there's a run down the side there, and here comes elimination. He's coming around the backside to eliminate.
And the other players, once again, have no idea that's
They're not watching the rear. Boom, right in the back over here. We got one more player from Captive still alive.
Now, let's see if he knows where the flag's at.
Oh.
He's going to shoot his friendly fire counts.
There's a one-on-one.
Friendly fire?
No, they're two different teams. That's Captive. Yeah, that's Captive,
okay.
and there it goes.
You're right. And by the way, friendly fire does count if that can happen, especially if you're not wearing uniforms.
Yeah. And with a practice day like this, you do have a little bit of players that are coming out as prospects and trying themselves out with some of the teams, so they're not in full color yet. You do have teams that are getting put together on the spot here also. Some players are just coming in, one or two players, and they don't have a team, and we're setting them up with some players to make a full 5-on-5 or maybe even a 7-on-7 just to get out here and practice and get a feel for this type of gameplay when it comes to Airsoft. So we'll be going at this till about 1 o'clock today, doing this type of gameplay for the SpeedQB Sunday, and then we'll be going back to our regular public play at 1 o'clock. And if you guys are looking to come down and play, that's only going to be $15 for half day, $25 for the full day. But definitely you're going to have some of these teams still out here, and you get a chance to play against them for the rest of the day because they're going to be staying out and playing for the most of the night too. So we got ML getting ready to start on the line back here. We'll see. They've been pushing for that 50 real hard and getting the points for that first 25 on that flagpole. Let's see if they do it again here. No, they hold back on this round here. And that flagpole in the 50 is still available for either team to get there. Let's see. ML kind of stayed back a little bit on this round. Captive kind of stayed back a little bit on this round. There was just the flagpole right now from Captive. And we'll see if they can get it to the actual enemy team. We have ML just hanging back here, not really making too much of a move. Oh, it looks like their far side right here down below us, they're making a move and pushing on Captive right now. And there was just an elimination right there. Full team elimination for Captive. All right, so it looks like our next team sets, we're coming up with SCK and ADM. Is that correct? Okay, so.
Please don't ask me what the acronyms are for.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
We're not sure. That's just what we're getting word from the refs down on the floor right now, letting us know what teams are out there. But definitely, here's that next setup. We got ACM, right? Lined up on this side.
Here's a word of advice. The acronym thing is so 1980s. Just come up with a name.
We're getting that flag set up in the middle right now and getting ready to blow that first whistle for these guys. And there's a start and right push for the 50 right there. And that full flag pull right there. Right.
Looks like he lost a mag. His mag went to the other side of the 40.
Oh, yeah. It slid on the other. Hopefully he has enough rounds in his weapon to hold in there.
Maybe. He looks like he's very antsy.
So, Sean, as far as team deathmatch goes, it is kind of a team deathmatch because you can eliminate the other team to get points there. But what we're doing,
there's a time limit as well.
There is a time limit, yeah. So as far as regular play goes, or when we're open for the public play, yes, team deathmatch is some of the games we do play here. But this kind of game here, there's points available for a team elimination, for flag pools, for getting the flag to the enemy side, and
no engagement distance.
And there is no engagement distance for SpeedQB Sundays. So you can come around a corner and there could be someone right there lighting you up very easily.
And again, that's different from our public play, but we try to accommodate different styles of play. We have different times and days for different styles.
Yeah, so another day that is similar to this kind of style of play with a no engagement distance is going to be our Thursday nights, which we kind of call it our big boy night or an adult night.
Full force matches.
Yeah, full force matches, and so there's no engagement distance. We also allow tornado grenades and M203 grenades on the field also for those days. So
typically adult only. There are exceptions as long as a parent will sign an adult waiver for the child. They can do that, knowing that they can get shot up close and personal.
Yeah.
But predominantly are males.
Yeah, so if you're not a fan of the surrender rule or the bang bang rule, that's a night you can come down and play and not have to really worry about that kind of engagement distance. Where other fields and other nights that we have are going to have that same 10-foot engagement distance for the rest of the week we play here. Right. This match came out a little slower, and you can tell the difference of like these more entry-level players and novice kind of teams getting grouped up together than one of the more of a team that's been playing together for a while now.
And also keep in mind, in the works, we're looking down the road to possibly having 2 different divisions. But the thing we're discussing is whether, how we determine who's in what division. Much like what paintball went through in the early 90s, dividing up teams and divisions and amateur and pro and whatnot. I think we're down the road, we're going to look to kind of follow suit so that we're not having beginning teams going up against the established teams and whatnot. But in the meantime, it's a good learning process.
Yeah. All right, we're getting ready to start that next game for this set between these teams here. So if you guys are just joining us and following the action right now, we are here at Tax City Fullerton in California doing a SpeedQB Sunday practice session for the tournament coming in July. The next 5 months we'll be having tournaments practice once a month on Sundays, and these game sets like this go on these kind of little smaller fields. There's not a huge amount of cover out there. You got to take advantage of that. There's a 50-yard line that has a flag marked right in the middle, and you get points for pulling that flag. You also get points for full team elimination. You also get points for actually getting that flag to the enemy's base side, basically, start side. So that's how these games go. There's no engagement distance. And so because it's a practice day, we're having some teams that are a little new to the type of action here, getting grouped up, trying to figure out their way around. And we're having some of more of our advanced teams and up-and-coming teams like Captive and LTD2, which is their younger team. But some of our more advanced teams like Union and Black Sheep and One Kill, One Shot, or One Shot, One Kill, sorry. Had that backwards there. We also have SYG and LTD, the reigning champions from last year's tournament. So if you guys want to make it down here, we'll be doing this till about 1 o'clock, having these type of game sets, and then be opening up to the public for regular pub play at 1 o'clock. So this is what we do on a Sunday here at Texas. Have fun playing Airsoft.
Well, we just had a lot of different bodies change hands here. Let's see. And I think that might be it. Oh, no, we got one left in the corner. But they're trying to figure out how to take them. Oh, I think
there was full team elimination there. So games are a little bit slower for some of these more beginner teams and kind of grouped up teams that aren't familiar with each other yet, aren't familiar with like actual team play. But some of the things that we like seeing, like when we see SYG out there, they're not calling each other by names. They actually have a number system that they use to call, and there's communication. You can see a difference between a team that's been playing together for a while and a team that's just getting started for sure.
You know, it's funny. There's a lot of fast movement with the advanced teams, and they think it's just chaos, but it's actually an organized chaos. And then you see the novice teams that try to mimic it, and they just go fast, and they have no idea what they're doing. They're just running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and there's no rhyme or reason to what they're doing. They're just moving fast because the time's clicking.
Yeah.
But with the advanced teams, it's a controlled chaos.
Earlier in the broadcast, we had some of the advanced teams like SYG and LTD playing, and you can see how they take the spread of the field very quickly, and there's an organized way how they spread that field and cover every angle of that field. With some of these more entry-level teams, you don't see that same type of control, and it's more of that, like we were saying earlier, a lone wolf tactic. They don't have that team mentality quite yet. There's some pushing going on in the back here. There's some elimination that just happened right from the rear. We still have the guy down in the center with the flag. He's just trying to stay covered. They can get that flag to that enemy side or team elimination. They get the full points for this game. Looks like we got 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Whoa, nice elimination from the center there.
Oh, they come around
and full elimination.
So we have another 2 teams coming on deck. Let's see who we have.
Next set's coming up. And again, it looks like we're going to have a little bit more of an entry-level kind of grouped up set here. So we're about 10 minutes out from LTD and SYG coming up on a matchup. They are last year's reign champ and runner-up. So if you guys are just tuning in, definitely stay tuned, and you're definitely going to see how a little bit more of advanced this be when you get some teams that have been playing together for a while. So we got this next team lining up here. All right, so we got a 5-on-5 match going on here. And so they do have to huddle up. If you just heard our refs yelling at them, huddle up, they can't just spread the field. They do have to start in the center. We have those barrels right there that we make sure on both sides those teams are starting by touching those barrels, either by their foot or by their hand. Those guns do have to be pointing down, and when that whistle blows, you're going to see how they spread across this back end of the field, and even see if they might even push for an actual 50-yard and grab that flag right off the bat to get those extra 25 points. And see, they just spread for that to get to cover, get themselves covered nice and quickly there. So we had no one push for that 50 to grab that flag. So let's see, we've got about 2 more game sets for these guys here. They just came on the field, and we just got word our next game is going to be LTD and SYG if you guys are just joining us. That is going to be a match to watch because that's going to have some bragging rights there. And being the reigning champions, they got a lot to prove to hold up against SYG. That they came in second place last year against LTD, and so should be an interesting little matchup here. Even though it's a friendly, there's definitely some pride involved for sure. There's a push. It looks like we got a 2-on-1 match going on the other side of the field. Oh, he just missed the flag. He's running.
Oh, 50 points.
Flag captured.
That one player scored 50 points for his team.
Yeah,
25 for the
team
first
didn't
pull.
Realize he was going for that flag. They tried to go around the backside to get the other team, and he left him wide open to grab that flag and get to that other team's base there.
Always remember the whole bottom line is that flag.
Yes.
Don't lose sight of that. Don't get bloodlust in your eyes and just go for the kill. The kills, I believe, are only worth like 5 points or so. And first pull and hang, 25 to 25.
Here we go. We're off out of
on
the
break
there. Not quite a full push, but we did lose 1 off for this team already on elimination, so it looks like we've got a 4-on-5 push. Looks like we might have some action down here trying to go for that flag. Yes, there was a flag, a perfect slide right there to grab that flag. Get those points for that flag. Now we see if we can get elimination, get that flag over to that other side over there.
Oh, they lost 1 on this tape. They lost 2.
They're not watching the rear.
Very interesting.
There we got someone down on the snake, and he doesn't realize. There it is. There's elimination for the flag right there. Yep. Flag's dropped.
He had tunnel vision.
Yep.
When you're in the center, you better have your head on a swivel.
Oh. He was taking the flag with him, putting that flag back.
That would have been a penalty.
Oh, almost some friendly fire over here. We got a flag grab, and it looks like we're going to push for that. Looks like we got a full elimination and a flag grab and the point.
I believe this is game 4. 3 or 4? This is 3 of 4.
Okay, so game 3 of 4 here. We're switching sides for these teams here.
And as you, I don't know if you can see on the camera there on the right, hard right, is we have LTD and SYD already starting to
Right
get
in
ready.
that dead box area right over there. We've got reigning champions and runner-up from last year's tournament getting ready to do a friendly match here for Pride till next month. Definitely this is going to be a matchup for the day for sure.
Right.
Here we go. We're going to get ready to start this next set right here. Let's see how they push out of this line. Kind of a little hesitant on coming out of that start there to get to cover. They were more focusing on trying to eliminate that other team, but there seems like we're still... Oh, we got one elimination from the other team. We've got to push on this lower side here, coming down, trying to get all the way back around. There was one elimination there. Was he? No one pushed for that 50. We got one person. Like, oh, yeah. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to tell at distance. So we got a flag capture and a flag drop for the other team there. And so it looks like they're getting ready to clear the field. And I think we are getting ready to see. Oh, no, we've got one more game from these guys here. We are resetting the flag, switching sides, and getting ready to start this last game for this set. And then we've got LTD and SYG lining up in the dead box, getting ready to do a rematch of last year's finals. Go right off the start, spreading that field real nicely, able to get a couple different positions there. And let's see how that other team's holding up. Again, no one quite pushed for that flag for that 50. Got elimination right there. Someone who looked like they were going for the flag didn't quite make it. You can definitely tell there's a difference between a novice team and more advanced team when it comes to communication. This field is pretty quiet out there right now. There was just a push for the flag, and looks like we've got 2 on 3, I think, left right now. See if we can actually get there was elimination and a flag was dropped. And it looks like now we've got 1 on maybe 2. Yep, 1 on 2 and elimination. It looks like that team is completely eliminated. Let's see if they can get to the flag and get some points and drop it off. You got a little hesitant. You can tell. You got solo player going for the flag. He doesn't know where that flag is. He's not seeing it. He's looking. Oh. And that's time. All right, guys. So this is the matchup. Definitely something to watch right here. This is going to be LTD and SYG. This is reigning champions, LTD. They took the belt last year, and SYG was the runner-up team. And definitely 2 advanced teams that have been playing in the sport for quite a while now. The teams work together really well. And, I mean, this is just for pride, but, I mean, there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah, it's practice, but not really.
Yeah.
Like the only analogy I can give you is like professional preseason games, football, baseball, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't count, doesn't matter, but it matters. If you're a competitor, you have any competitive juice in you, it matters. You don't want to lose. I'm highly competitive. I don't want to lose a monopoly.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter? No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
but
matter.
It matters.
It matters. So here we go. We've got LTD lining up here. They have the belt from last tournament, and so they're going to be holding that belt all the way through till July, and they're going to be having that put on the line there and have to protect it basically. But it's these kind of weekends like this that are going to bring these other teams a chance to play against them, see their skills, and here we go. And there's LTD off the gate, and SYG already on the 50 for that flag. Yep. Pulling that flag and taking all the way back to their spawn point, basically.
So they don't want to have anything to do with sitting in that middle.
Yeah.
Because that's a good idea.
Quick
because
move.
Sometimes if you sit in that middle, you are asking for trouble. So they want to control that flag the whole game. That's what I read into that move.
We've got every of LTD's players are back here on the backside here. And we got SYG pushing up actually.
But you also notice, like I was telling you before, you don't have the flag carrier leading the push.
Yeah.
That's what you don't, and that's what they're doing. They're making sure that the other guy, the flag carrier's in the back. And if he's smart, he doesn't do anything too aggressive, but he's still in the game.
We have 3 eliminations from SYG, it looks like. LTD is holding on. It looks like they've got 4 still left in the game.
And you can hear LTD's communications on point.
Yeah.
They're pointing out what they see.
It's a completely different atmosphere out here when it comes to the more advanced teams out to some of the beginner teams going out there.
Oh, another SYG's down.
Looks like we've got 4-on-1 with SYG against LTD. The one for SYG does have the flag, though, so they did get the points for that flag pool.
So LTD moves up only when they got the communication on point and they know where the bad guys are at. Yep. They're not taking any guesswork.
Let's see. You can see them trying to cover all those shots. He's moving. SYG, smart move on SYG to not stay in one spot.
Oh, that was a desperation move.
Right there. Trying to just survive. Oh, we had one left in the backside there. LTD just eliminated that whole team. They got
4.
They did not get the points for the flag, but they did get the points for elimination. Much different game compared to some of the beginner entry-level players.
I would have liked SYG when they had 2 players to not taking that desperation move of running the flag carrier or one of the guys up the middle.
Yeah. If they would have kind of held back a little bit and tried to just hold their
exactly.
own.
LTD wasn't going super aggressive until they got that last kill, the second to last kill. So if the SYG guys would have spread out the field and crossed up their lanes and not expose themselves and just watch the other sideline for the teammate, they could have been in a good defensive position. LTD, because the time is running out, would have to do something to make something happen because they're down on points, and could have counterattacked.
Yeah. If they could have just let that clock run out a little bit, they could have had a little bit better points there.
SOIG had no benefit of just charging up there and trying to trade with another guy and taking one kill.
Yeah. All right, so we got SYG lining up.
See how they break out. I would expect SYD to go for the flag again.
Yep, they're pushing right
They
up
always
for
do.
that flag right there, and they're on that 50 again. 4 that points on that flag.
And LT's okay with that, it looks like. They didn't even bother to send somebody up there. I think they're going in for the long play.
Yeah. We do have one down from SYG coming off right now, on that backside over there. There's no fire going on. Everyone's kind of finding that position. We had elimination. Flag was dropped. There was an elimination with the flag holder right there.
Too aggressive.
It looked like he kind of tripped up on himself there.
Too aggressive. If you really think about it, if he were to complete that move, what does that do for you?
Yeah.
It really doesn't do anything except maybe you take a guy out. And now you've lost it. You're more importantly lost a guy when you were already down. That's really not smart play.
Looks like we've got two left on 4, it looks like. LTD is making a push all the way around the back.
So now it looks like LTD sweet spotting the last guy. They're pretty sure they know where the last guy is. Now they're methodically going to move up, and there you go. Done.
Elimination.
If you're the last guy, you have to have your eye on a swivel.
Yep.
Because that's going to happen if you don't. They're going to come around the other side and do you.
Looks like LTD is definitely showing they are the champions when it comes to this sport right now. They're definitely holding that field. They have confidence out there. SYG's kind of doesn't seem to be playing to their full advantage here, I think.
I think communication, once again, is the difference between the two. I don't see a lot of talk with SYG until they're like down a lot of guys. They need to have more communication. They shouldn't be so super aggressive after their first pull. I liked when the second game where they got the pull and went to the back. I thought that was a smart play, as opposed to pulling the flag and then pushing up with the flag. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
So this is going to be game 3. I believe we're going to have a 4-game set here between these two teams. LTD is lining up again. We're going to watch them come right off of the start here.
Look for SYG to take the snake on the show tape.
LTD right off and just covering the back. And SYG, we kind of missed it there, but they're getting right to that 50 real quick. LTDs, what they tend to be doing is just kind of holding that back down, letting SYG kind of make the first move and then taking advantage of it.
So SYG switched their center player, who's usually our most aggressive player, I believe his name is Rooster, is on the show tape. They sent him to the side as opposed to the flag. And I also notice, like you said, LTD has tripled up on the back center bunker. What that does is they have multiple jipping points from that point, where they can either move up from there, go to the side to side, and they have a lot of firepower in the back middle by doing that. It's that old paintball tournament move.
Let's see. I haven't seen any eliminations, though. I think we're still playing 5-on-5 right now.
And from these last 3 games, in a nutshell, basically LTD's holding back and being the counter puncher, and SYG's being the aggressive, taking the initiative, but that's being to their detriment.
There's two right there from LTD down. So there's a 3 on, it looks like 3 on 4 right now.
Yep, 3 on 4.
Yeah, we have one from SYG eliminated. We have a mag change going on right there at the back of the snake. Let's see if they take advantage of that.
Now, the difference is LTD knows where their threat is, and it is in the snake on the show tape. So they're all aware of where he's at.
We got another.
But now
SYG
they're doubled up.
elimination.
Now here's the push. Oh, they got him.
Oh, and they got him. He tried to play
LTD
sneak
loses
move.
one in the middle, but they're still okay.
It looks like we got a 2-on-2 match right
because
now.
they haven't see how they're spread out. They have on both corners LTD, and they're looking at both sides of their bunkers. They're not saying on one side. That's how you play it when you're down to 2 guys, no matter who they're playing against.
Center guy for SYG just got eliminated. I think that was everyone. I don't know if we're 100% clear on that.
Now they're pretty confident, it looks like.
There's a run to try and eliminate the last.
Not sure I would have done that, though. Because basically what he did.
Fire, and we've got one SYG still.
That was the poor move by LTD. He had 2. Oh, he lucked out. They lucked out on that one.
Yep, and so now we have just one LTD left.
See, that was a poor move on LTD initially when he had 2-on-1 for one guy to go for a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hero move, right? But the alternate is he gets taken out, and then you balance the power of 1-on-1, and you're lucky that you just won that one-on-one.
Yeah.
You never want a one-on-one. You never won a fair fight.
Yeah, never won a
You
fair
have
fight.
2-on-1. That's a huge advantage. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
They just lucked out on that one.
They still got the flag. They still got the points. They still are showing that they are the reigning champions, though, for sure.
I got to tell you, though, that, like I can't emphasize enough, LTD, when they were down to 2 guys, they were in the optimum defensive position and on the field. 2 back corner bunkers, and not only were they in the right positions, but they were both players were looking at both sides of the bunkers at all times and communicating. That was the key when SYG had the snake.
All right, guys, so this is going to be game 4 of 4, the last match of LTD and SYG friendly here on this SpeedQB Sunday for a whole month. And I definitely think LTD is definitely holding their own pretty well and kind of just showing it that they deserve to keep that belt for themselves.
I did like the fact that SYG went out of their character instead of just going for the center and controlling the center every single game to taking the snake. Let's see if they do it again this side. I'm looking at their body posture. I'm guessing they're not going for the snake.
There's a push right there.
Yeah, they're not.
Going for the flag. We did have a little bit more of a push from LTD
again,
on that game.
I think it's too predictable of them to go to the center, and LTD was waiting for them.
Yeah.
I liked the game before when they went for the snake and left the center wide open.
One elimination so far for SYG. We have LTD. It's a 4-on-5 right now. And we have a few LTD players kind of pushed up towards that 50, but not quite there yet. And the rest of their players on LTD are holding back and just kind of keeping themselves undercover and letting SYG make the bad moves.
I think the overall vibe is SYG gets too antsy and too they can't sit still. They can't wait. They got to be going. And LTD can do that, but they're confident and comfortable enough to sit back and counterattack. I think that's the difference. They know SYG is very aggressive, and they're using it against them.
Yep. Let's see. SYG is hanging back for this last round here.
That's good for them to take a moment to pause. That's good.
You can hear that communication yelling out now. There's a little bit better communication going on. Oh, there's
they lost
one
another
elimination from SYG right there. Looks like we got a 3-on-5 match now. Let's see if LTD is going to make a move for that flag. I think SYG is just holding on to the back here, just trying to stay alive.
Both teams are in pretty good positions, so it's just a matter of who's going to make I think the next kill is going to open things up, whoever it is.
You can hear that communication from teams like these guys, and it definitely makes that much better for them.
SYG is going to go for the snake. If they're doubling up on the top on the show tape, they are definitely going to go for the snake.
They're going to make that move.
Watch for that move.
Nope. Just switch sides on us.
Well, let's see what happens. I'm not sure why they made that move.
That was just the ref calling out 1 minute left. Let's see. No one's
the only I can think of is
flag.
maybe that player, which looks like it might be Eric Chang, is better left-handed than maybe the other player. That's the only reason why I would think they would make that move.
Down towards that snake. They're pushing. There was just an elimination.
Eric Chang is out of snake. They took him out. Oh, okay. Looks like SG's down to 1.
SYG is down to 1. LTD's got
1. Might be 1-on-1. He's going to get in the back. I think
Let's
LTD.
see. There was an elimination. LTD's still alive.
Oh.
LTD won that elimination back on that back corner. They're going to grab that flag. It was actually 2. There was 1 still left back in that far corner. All right. That was a really good game set for these guys. LTD definitely walked away showing that they deserve that belt for sure, and they're definitely going to be somebody to watch these next 5 months that are going to be practice rounds before we get to that tournament.
I think another thing that came into play in the set is that both teams know each other well, and I think LTD, you have to know your opponent. And SYG is such a super aggressive team, and that's a strength, but it also can be a weakness. And I think LTD was comfortable enough to just counterattack.
Yeah. Definitely, guys. If you guys watched that and enjoyed that, let us know, because that was a pretty awesome fight there. Looks like we've got 1.1 kill lining up and Black Sheep lining up. They were playing against each other earlier, getting ready to start that next game set here for this SpeedQB Sunday practice day. There's the whistle. Let's see how they push. Black Sheep made a quick run for that center 50. And now he's got that position on that center 50, holding that down. We do have one elimination from Black Sheep going on. Whoa, there was a full auto burst there. I think we're just... Hey. Okay. We got a gun malfunctioning on the field. He's walking off because he cannot get that gun to stop firing in auto. It is a semi-only game, guys. So, Michael, that was sick for sure. It was a pretty cool game set to see these two go out. Now we've got Black Sheep and One Shot, One Kill going out at it. These guys are definitely teams that have been around for a while. They do hold up to some of these other teams pretty well, but they just don't have that same kind of class as LTD and SYG when it comes to the playing style.
Yeah, with the top teams, you have multiple, I call it game breakers on your field anytime. Meaning, if you're down to one or two guys on your team, any one of those two guys can break a game wide open if they're outnumbered. Most teams don't have game breakers. They have what I call soldiers. Well, they'll hold a position and they're not freedom players. Sometimes you need players to create an opening or, have some imagination and movement and strategy. And most teams are still kind of learning that. The advanced teams tend to have, not for every man, but guys on a team that think in those terms. They think they're playing chess while other teams are playing checkers.
Yep. And so that was just a team elimination from One Shot, One Kill on Black Sheep. They did grab the flag Black Sheep first, but they weren't quite there for the whole thing.
So we have, who's the team on our left here?
Black Sheep.
Like we have Russian guesting, SpeedQB Russian's guesting on Black Sheep. Let's see if he does anything.
And he's an original SYG player,
That's true.
He's very, very good at what he does. Michael, this will be going on till about 1 o'clock today here, and then we go to public play. So we have, for the next 5 months, we'll be doing SpeedQB Sundays. Check our calendar, and we'll be having events that go on like this, and we'll be broadcasting in the same way. There was some great action there, both for that 50. Both got eliminated there. Didn't quite get to the flag. But this today will be going on just for another hour here, doing this SpeedQB type of gameplay, and then we'll be going to regular public.
Oh.
All right, so we've got 2 from Black Sheep here, and we've got 2, it looks like, left from One Shot, One Kill. Russian just
Look at Russia. Look at that old man go. I don't think that bunker's big enough for him, though.
Yeah. Just got the flag pulled, and we just
that guy in a little coat.
Oh, and there was elimination right there.
I think he just screamed something in Russian. I'm not sure.
All right, looks like we got one-on-one going. That action's going back here.
Okay, so that's...
Oh, we have a spill down here. Elimination, and it looks like we have... Team Black Sheep did get the flag. Public play, the field will be changed, Kevin. We will be changing that up. We will be putting more of the barriers back into place. It won't be quite open like this for public play. We do change the field around for today for this SpeedQB event, and we will be putting that back into play like our regular field setup.
Typically for SpeedQB, we like to have smaller, lower bunkers. We have a few taller ones at the back for the not-so-fast small guys. But for the most part, we have smaller bunkers for SpeedQB so the spectators can watch a lot of the action, and it's just more viewer-friendly.
John, you just missed SYG and LTD play. They did just finish up their game set about 2-3 minutes ago. So if you go back in the broadcast and watch back just a couple minutes, you'll be able to see that full game set. There was 4 great games. LTD definitely dominated the field on that and definitely showed that they are the champions from last year, for sure. All right, next game going, we had One Shot, One Kill come off the start here, and we had a nice push from Black Sheep right to that 50. They were able to grab that flag again. Yeah,
going back to LTD, SIG games, it was, once again, it was a classic puncher versus counter-puncher match. The good teams will adapt to the teams they're playing, and the bad teams will not.
Yep.
You adapt or die, simple as that.
All right, so it looks like we have 4 still around for 1 shot, 1 kill here. Kind of holding back a little bit. Nope, 1 eliminated. We've got 3 left for them. Making a push on this lower side here. The camera doesn't quite capture that low shot from there too well. All right, looks like we've got 2 left from 1 shot, 1 kill here. I don't know if we have a full elimination. No, we still have someone tucked right there on that 50. He grabbed that flag.
Now we found him.
Yep, he just saw him. There's some communication. And let's see if we can get...
I don't know if there's anybody to communicate to.
Did we lose the guy
I don't know.
on the blue
He
side?
may not know that, but...
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to keep it. We don't give away anyone. There was an elimination there.
Yep, that was it.
That was the last. It was a one-on-one game.
So for one, a lot of players don't know how to play one-on-one. Obviously, it's not the optimum position they want to be in, regardless of player and player's not. Because he could get the first shot and miss, and he could be lucky with his eyes closed and shoot you. So you never want a fair fight. Ultimately, like down to what I was saying, you make your enemy look when and where you want him to look. If you know where the enemy's at, the one place, you get it down, you take position right away. The other is in his mind because he has no idea where you're at.
Yeah.
And you know where he's at, so you have a major advantage.
Yep.
You have many choices at that point. If you both know where each other's at, you're just popping up and taking turns shooting each other, you're rolling dice.
Yeah, that one.
And luck is the only thing involved, and I don't know about you, I don't want to lose a game based on luck.
SYG is right here at the field. Usually play not maybe the whole team, but they do get down here for a couple different night a week here. As far as the SpeedQB event goes, it is definitely. We had elimination right at the 50. It is once a month we are doing the SpeedQB event on Sundays, so definitely check your calendar for next month event. SpeedQB is put on by SYG, so they are out here playing against you guys if that's one of the teams you guys want to try and get to play against.
I guess the same thing about Black Sheep. They don't, there's a lot of young, smaller teams out here. Black Sheep's got some let's just say some big guys.
Yeah,
and they're holding their own.
They're holding their own really well. But the one thing I do like about Black Sheep when I see them out here, they're out here having fun.
Absolutely.
They have fun. They take it seriously, but they have a lot of fun when they're doing it. And they know they might not be the fastest like SYT or the most known as LTD is, but they're out here doing what they can, and they have fun.
They come here to compete.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask, And I God bless them. I think they give 110%, but there's no prototypical SpeedQB team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, SpeedQB or CQB Russian is out there. He's a 50-year-old guy playing, and he's running quicker than some of these younger kids out there.
And he ran to the 50.
and he ran.
He may pay for that tomorrow morning, but yeah.
All right, we're resetting that flag, it looks like. Or are we getting ready to get another team out here? I think that was the last set between those two there, and I think we're getting ready to get another team coming out here.
Looks like they need to reset the flag too, I believe. Let's see what we got. We got Captive. Looks like Captive's coming out.
Captive's a nice up-and-coming team. They've been around for a short bit now, and they definitely have some younger generations in the Airsoft world. They've got some speed, and they're definitely learning from some of the old veterans out there, like SYG and LTD. They're definitely got some potential to be an up-and-coming team that can really hold their own pretty soon.
And I got to tell you, the reason why they're an up-and-coming team is because they've gone to just about every training day we've had. Just a day like today, if you've never played and you came today and got in 3-4 sets, you're going to grow so much as far as SpeedQB play to the next time that you'll be jumping leaps and bounds. And I think these kind of days for $10, it's just
you got to take advantage.
The learning curve is tremendous.
Yeah.
You make your mistakes, you learn, you observe, you watch the good teams, see what they do and don't do.
And you're playing against teams that are in that same style.
That's how you learn.
So the other team we've got going is Union here. Union is another up-and-coming team also. They've been around for a short bit also. They definitely have – oh, we're waiting on a flag
reset, yeah.
Yep.
And another thing is the only way you get better is by playing against the best.
Yes.
You don't gain anything by playing teams that you know you're going to beat. You accomplish nothing and you waste your time.
Yeah, Michael.
Just know that your enemy is somewhere right now training to defeat you. And what are you doing to do that? to defeat them.
Michael here says, go up against SYG, I would get wrecked. Yeah, you do get wrecked, but that's how you learn.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
So
that's
you
how
can get
take
wrecked
advantage
and
of it.
kind of, go off in the corner and weep, or you can figure out, okay, so what can I do? Why did I get wrecked? How did I get wrecked? What did I do wrong? What did I do right?
Yeah.
And you learn from it. It's a tough, but I guarantee you're speeding up that learning curve tremendously by making those mistakes and getting wrecked. Back in my paintball days, I can tell you that my first time playing paintball, I shot one guy all day, and it was luck, and I had bruises for weeks. But the competitive side of me said, I can do this. I figured out what I was doing wrong, and I started learning. I kept playing and playing and playing. Same thing applies to this. That's how you learn, by experiencing as much as you can as soon as you can. Don't wait for things to happen. I tell people, if you want to learn how to be good, take chances. Run past the 50. See what happens. If you live,
there was some great run just from the captive players. He took out and eliminated the center player with the flag.
Yes.
And he took out 2 more and still did not get shot. And that's one of the things you have to keep in mind when playing this kind of style of play is sometimes just moving quickly and not letting that other player know where you're at, know where you're coming from. You can eliminate that team pretty quickly.
Make your opponents look when and where you want them to look.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it comes right down to that. Now, how you do that is up to you.
Yeah, Michael, definitely make it out next month. Even if you don't have a team to come out, we have players out here that are coming solo, looking to just play and get it kind of into the action. So come out, make it an event for you to come out and just have fun. That's really
it's kind of like pick up basketball at the park. Who's got next? Run with us. Sure. You run the field and meet some guys, and maybe you form a team, maybe you don't, but you learn, and it's a good time.
All right, so Captive made a really good play there. We had a little bit of that on camera. Made that move for that 50. There was one guy just stuck there from Union who would not move. Captive took advantage of it. They took that play, eliminated not only just the center, but 2 more, and was able to take that whole team out and grab that flag and move and get those points.
Captive has a guest player from SYG to see if that helps.
So we got a 6-6 match going here. Captive not quite the full 50 again.
This is fine. Oh, no.
To the 50. We're going to see the eliminating there.
He got doing it.
Yep. They traded blows there.
There's a guy on the snake as well. But they're still good on both.
It looks like we have 4 on 3 or 4 on 3. I think is still left.
Captive's moving up on the snake. They're now on the other side of the field.
There's elimination, and there's Captive. They just took the whole field with the flag. No, they don't have the flag. One of their players eliminated. They're going to.
I believe the flag is dropped on the floor on the other side of the X. I think they see it now.
Yep.
There you go.
And there's the whistle blown.
Formalities, I think they called it.
Full elimination on that one by Captive. Captive definitely showing themselves really well here against Union. Again, another well-established team, but they're definitely holding their own pretty solid out there. It looks like we might be getting LTD2 lining up in the dead box over there. Union lining up, getting ready for their start. Let's see how they break out of this starting line here. There's that first move, that push, right to that 50 again for them. 50, they get those first points for grabbing that flag. Union really pushed all the way up and eliminating a few of Captive members right off on that far side there. Elimination again, right in the center. The center guy from Union grabs and goes for the flag. Oh, that was some play work by Captive there. We got some action going, push, and full elimination. Captive just did a full elimination on the Union team, grabbing that flag and getting that point.
I can't emphasize this enough. The center flag is very tempting, and yes, it's 25 points, and yes, it's great to get the first pull. But it's more important to control who gets that flag to get that flag. So meaning, if I would say 80%, 90% of the teams always send a guy to that center X. It's almost a done deal that you can get a kill right off the break if you position yourself defensively to shoot anybody that comes within 10 feet of that flag station. And like I said, once you get the first kill, it's huge for your team.
Yep.
So use it almost like a carrot dangle in front of them that you know they want it, and you know where they're going to go, and you know the only certain angles that they can go, get there. Set up for it and take them out and set a trap. You still control it.
The one thing I'm noticing from the Union players, they'll make it to that 50, but they've got nowhere to go from that 50. They get stuck there, and Cap just takes advantage of it.
So they got 25 points, but they don't win the game.
So Captive, again, holding that back end. Union did not push for that flag this time. They are taking a little bit of a different approach for this round set here.
If I was running this field, I would have one man assigned to that flag station, no matter if he was at the station or at a back bunker, and his sole purpose was to keep eyes on that station and not let anybody get into it. Until he deemed it was safe for himself to move up there and take it.
We have elimination from Captive. Looks like we got elimination from Union. Captive making a push on this lower side here.
They're doubled up on the near tape.
2 eliminations there.
Look how they run this tape here. They just took out 2. They run this snake 2.
Looks like we've got 3 on 2 maybe. Or maybe 2 on 2. Whoa, there was a nice little jump on the backside there from an SYG playing with Captive. There's elimination. And full elimination on the Captive team. Union couldn't get to the flag in time, though.
I think that this is game 4 of 4. This is game 4 of 4.
All right.
ML and LTD2 is on deck.
All right, guys. So next up is the younger group of LTD and a team that we thought wasn't still around, but ML is still going strong out there. They had a pretty decent performance today for our practice. And this is going to be the last game of this set between Captive and Team Union. And Captive's got an SYG player helping out on them to make it a 6-on-6 match here. And there goes Union out of the gate. And not pushing for that 50 again. They're holding back on this one. All right, so we've got a little bit of action going here. Union kind of held back on that. Same with Captive. Captive's kind of been holding back the whole time and just helped dominate the field and let Union make the mistakes. Good communication coming from the Union side. I'm not hearing much on the Cap side. That's how you can tell an advanced team to one of the entry level. When you hear that communication coming across that field, it's terrifying for that other team. If they're not making the same communication, they don't know what's going on. They're just hearing all kinds of crazy noise. There was a big run from Union player all the way in the back. He just got eliminated. There's a push for the flag. They just got the flag. They're playing much smarter this time around.
A lot more
talk. There was an elimination right there for the
A lot more
Captive.
communication. That's good.
Yeah. That's what they needed those first couple games. Look at, there's that communication. They just eliminated
he's on the move. Get eyes on him. Get eyes on him.
And there's a flag capture. Flag capture and pinned. Much better teamwork there from them on that round than the first couple ones we saw from them.
Communication will help you fix a lot of your mistakes.
Yeah. You could hear it was a completely different team out there when that communication started happening.
And lack of communication will take away a lot of the gains that you get while you're in the middle of the game.
All right, so we've got ML here, and we have LTD2, which is their junior team. So this is ML lining up on this gray building back here on camera. Definitely we're going to see some strong performance from LTD2. They are getting trained by the champions right now, and you can definitely see it when we saw them earlier today playing on the field. They definitely showed some great composure out there against the other team.
So let's see if they show the same composure by not going for the center flag off the break. My guess is that they are going to go for the flag because they are not
They're not.
They're not LTD.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, maybe not.
Let's see.
Good for them.
They held their own on the back there. They kind of just took all the 3 bunkers. Both teams didn't push for that 50 and more of just holding themselves on this back end and let's see who makes the first move.
They're filling each other out. So it looks like both teams are staying back, see if they can get a kill or 2 off the break for a little bit, and then see if it softens them up and takes some ground.
Yeah, we're not seeing any real big push for that 50 yet.
I don't think it's on anybody's radar at this point.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of action going down low here.
And Mel has somebody on the near tape 50-yard line. Now they're on their 40-yard line.
We have 1 elimination from ML.
Try not to get overextended. If they get too overextended, you're going to get... They need backup. If you're going to get that far up, you better have somebody close by. You need to play a little more cautious once you're on the other team's 40.
Yeah, the rest of his team's all still on the back bunkers.
He's got a kill right there if he takes it.
Oh, no, he did not.
Oh.
He did not take that shot.
Either he took it or he missed it. But he had a definite...
And there was an elimination there. He did not take advantage of having that opening there.
That's huge. They had a golden opportunity there and they blew it.
Yeah. There's a push. Elimination.
So a lot of trading of pieces. So what you just saw an example of is checkers. It's definitely a game of checkers here.
Yeah. So we got full elimination of ML.
Yeah, you saw
LTD2 just kind of held back and didn't make that quick push, and ML kind of got antsy and kind of just started pushing.
I think LT got a little antsy too on the snake side, but basically you got a game of checkers, and one move at a time, and then they didn't think the moves after that. They went that one move at a time, and now what do I do? And they got stuck, or they got too far extended. They need to play chess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves ahead.
Yeah.
If I do this, and this, what happens? Do I want to do this, and that? Do I want to? I can run all the way up to this bunker, but what does that do for me? Is that more of a risk than a reward?
Yeah.
Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Just because you can run to the team's 40, is that the best move? Not always. The time in the game will dictate when that's a good move.
All right, so we're getting ready to set them back up. We've got a flag reset right now. We've got a 6-on-6. This is LTD2. This is their junior team versus ML. We got the ref pushing LTD a little bit closer there. They've got to be huddled in the center, and with that start. There's a push, and it's really just a push for that first 3 barricades.
A lot more firepower this game.
Yep. There's some good communication coming from the LTD side.
So LTD's, much like their parent team, the main team, they like to double up or triple up on the main center bunker. From that point, like I said, they can jump at the jumping point. They can feed them to either side or send a guy in the middle. But they're strong up the middle.
That is one quick trigger finger going on down below us there. Let's see, we got a little bit of action going on down here. They're all just staying back right now. We've got a 3-man team kind of bunkering themselves up, and we got elimination from LTD. So we've got 3 here. Again, so it seems like I think we've got 3-on-3. Oh. We got 2 elimination. Looks like we got 1 left for LTD, and we've got 3 left. Referee calling a penalty. Something he didn't like over there. We got a full elimination here of LTD. Flag captured by ML and a placement for them. ML definitely showed a lot more strength on that game there than LTD did. They seemed to break down a little bit. We got ref pulling one of the players to the side here. Didn't like something he saw on the field there. We want to make sure everyone's calling their hits, playing fairly, and doing the game the right way, because that's the only way this sport progresses. It's like they might have got deducted a couple points on that. All right, so we got them lining up again. We've got ML lining up right now on camera. They're going to, let's see how they make this push out. We had one of LTD guys get right to the center there. Hasn't grabbed the flag yet, but he's right on that flag point. One elimination from ML so far.
Being patient, you got to be patient.
Two eliminations from ML. Looks like we've got a 4-on-6 game going right now.
Uh-oh. Oh, they lost 3. 4.
Another one down.
I think they're down to 1 now.
They were not able to capture that flag, though. They did not pull the flag from that center point. He did get eliminated.
How many LTD do you see?
I think we've got 3-on-2 right now.
I don't know if you have 3. Let's see. 1.
Or maybe no. I think he did get eliminated right over here. So maybe it is 2-on-1, actually.
Yeah.
This game goes quick.
Oh,
sometimes
I think they got the 1? Or no?
He didn't grab it.
Oh,
he did not check his rear. He thought he had the clear field. There's a clearing. Just eliminated him.
Now let's see if he gets the flag.
He's going for it. That was definitely an amateur move. That did not check that.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yep.
I thought he was going to sweep the whole field, but he stopped short and left the flag, the guy in the snake, and that ultimately was the guy that shot him in the back.
Yep.
If you're going to make a run for that, clear the whole field with your last player. You have plenty of time, then get the flag. Unless you're just out of time and you know the clock, you got like 5 seconds, then obviously you take that chance and you make a run.
Yeah.
Anything short of that, clean the field first.
It's days like this, though, you can make those mistakes, and you can practice and realize what you made that mistake.
Hopefully you learn from them.
All right, we've got LTD lining up again.
It really sucks when everything's on the line.
Yeah. When you're going for that belt, you don't want to make a mistake like that. That was a rookie mistake for sure. So we've got the LTD2 lining up right now.
This is game 4 of 4, I believe. Let me look. I believe this is 4.
All right, here's LTD2 and ML going for their next game set here.
This is game 4 of 4.
See, they're pushing up. This is game 4 of 4, so they all stay back on those last 3 barriers. They push all the way up. See, that hurt them last time when they were on the side. Let's see it happen.
So what they do from here, what they do from here is going to be important. It's the same standard starting spot. They haven't done anything different. So this is very typical LTDs, have a set formation and react. As this particular style of play gets more popular and more teams figure this out, you'll realize that a counter-attack team can only go so far. But right now, this sport, this style of play is so new that it bodes them well because there's not too many contenders that are knocking them off the perch.
All right. We're still full 6 players up for LTD2 right now. I don't know. I think we lost 1 captive, or 1 ML right now. It sounds like you got some communication going. It looks like they're getting ready to make a push right now. Let's see how this goes for them. Still, all 6 players are back on these 3 barricades.
Oh, ML made a push for a snake and got stopped.
Did not quite make it. There they go.
Now the counterattack.
LTD just took over that snake.
Now they're stacking to the snake side.
They just pushed to the snake. Let's see if they push for that 50 and grab that flag.
They got 2 on the near tape here, and they got 3 on the snake side.
We have the snake's eliminated. We got 2 players eliminated.
So we have 2 and 2. Well, 1 to the center. All right.
Just grab the flag. They got the points for the flagpole. Let's see if they can get the other team eliminated or get that flag across there.
Okay, it looks like they're pushing up the tape, which is smart.
Push.
I still don't like the flag carrier taking the lead.
He's pushing too far. Oh, he got it. They're there.
Yeah.
Full team elimination. Got the flags dropped and captured.
I'm just not a big fan of the flag carrier leading the push. That's like if you're in a VIP situation and having your VIP lead the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't want to. Yeah, that VIP goes down. You're done.
Or hey, the VIP's right here. Now I have them. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But like I said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But when it really counts and you're playing against the best teams, luck is not always going to be there. All right, so that was the lot 4 of 4. Now we got, looks like, is that Union?
We've got Union lining up, it looks like.
Union's getting a lot of good games in.
Yeah.
They're eager to get some time.
They're taking advantage of this practice day, and really, All right, so we've got an LTD coming up. They're the reigning champs from last year going against Union, so this should be an interesting matchup. Union taking advantage of a practice day like this to put themselves up against the champions to see what they can do when it actually comes down to the solid game of that tournament belt.
Right, so the standard LTD format will probably be they'll double or triple up the center back bunker and put at least one guy in each corner bunker. And then play by ear.
Yeah, we won't see them push for that 50. Union, all day we've been seeing Union push for that 50 right away. We'll see if that's going to hurt them here.
Granted, because it's a different class level between both teams, if LTD's in the mindset of just trying something different, they might do something different. And if that's the case, they would probably send somebody like Figgy right up the middle and just occupy the center. But typically, I don't think they used to do that, even last year, as recent as last year. But I think they got a little smarter, like as you've seen today. They're being more controlled and being more counter punchers than punchers. So we'll see if, again, it's a practice day. You want to try something different?
This is the time to do it.
Yeah. So we'll see because it's a different class level. They're not playing SYG where it'll hurt them. But maybe they can get away with it and see. But my guess is they'll still stick with their standard spread.
They're going to hold their composure in the back like they usually do. I don't think they're going to push.
And they won't wait. And if they see an opening in the middle, they won't wait long. But they will wait.
Yeah.
Is my belief. But we'll see what happens.
All right. So let's see. We've got a 6-on-6 lineup between Union and LTD.
Sometimes if you look at the way they're standing, you can tell how they're going to spread, how they're going to run it out.
All right, so we've got LTD lining up here on this back wall here.
Okay, so they're going to double up on this show tape here.
Actually, it's a 5-on-5. They just pulled off one of their players. Same thing with Union.
Okay, so looks like LTD is going to go 3 up the middle, 1 on each corner, just by looking at the spread.
There we go.
Oh.
Quick turn.
So they're going 2-1-2.
Already one down from Union. All right, so it's a 5-on-4 fight right now.
I actually like this spread better than the 3 in the middle.
The way we saw them line up against SYG.
Because it makes you stronger on the tip than in the middle.
We still got a 5-on-4 going right now.
So what that does when you're stacked up on a boundary tape, that gives you a front guy, back guy scenario where if you were going to push aside, you got one guy to lead the way, and if he gets taken out, you got someone to take his spot right away. Especially if the opposing team only has one guy on the tape and you've got 2-on-1. You got possible 2-on-1s on either tape almost every game.
All right, we've got someone pushing up. There's one more Union eliminated. We got LTD just pushed up.
All right, so
on both sides now. Now we've got a nice
they're doing a
two-man push on both sides and eliminating.
Simultaneous.
Yep, and that field is cleared for them. They're going to grab that flag, grab that point, and place that flag down in the back there and grab those extra points there. So they made sure that field was clear before they even took the time to even focus on the flag. The flag was a last thought for them. All right, so now we got switching sides for these two teams here. Union is going to be lining up on this side over here for us. And again, this is going to be a 5-on-5 between Union and LTD. And LTD, if you guys haven't heard us say it already, they are the reigning champs from last year's SpeedQB tournament. They hold the belt right now, so they definitely, everybody wants a piece of him. Everybody wants to go at him. Everyone wants to try and say, we did our best against LTD.
So the way you counteract a 2-1-2, when I say 2-1-2, that meaning a spread from corner to corner, is you do the same thing, which looks like they did when they lost a guy.
We just saw something right there.
Went to the center?
Right to the center. Union held back on it instead of pushing as quick as they usually do. So now we have 4 players. We had 1 eliminated from Union. We have 4 players lined up on the back.
The question is, do they know that?
Yeah, I don't know if they do. I don't know if they realize they got.
Looking at the way their directions are shooting, they don't believe anybody's in the middle.
And very smart play from the middleman there.
Figgy.
He's not exposing himself.
That's Figgy in the middle. No need to take a shot unless you have to.
Yeah.
Let them sit comfortable because they don't think anybody's in the middle. And now he's got the advantage.
Oh, there's another Union down. It's 2 on 5. I don't think we had 1 eliminated from LTD yet. You can hear that communication on the field. Very strong between both teams. They did grab that flag.
Now they're running the snake side.
Yep. We've got and coming from the rear and eliminated. And flag is placed for LTD. Very strong performance from LTD. Union's holding themselves pretty high out there, but LTD's still just dominating the field.
Keep in mind, again, the tapes, the boundaries, the edges, that's where games are won. Very rarely do they come up the middle and then shoot side to side. When you're running the field and you're running at a full speed, ideally you want to run a tape because everything's in front of you. If you go up the middle, now you got to be looking left, right.
Yeah.
And you're gambling if you.
We've seen it already earlier today where tunnel vision, one player gets to the middle and all he's looking is to right, and we're seeing him eliminated from his rear.
Unless you're trying to get heads to turn towards you, that's not the ultimate. Unless you're trying to be the cheese, fine. But if you're not, you need to run the tape. And if that's the case, you need to be strong on the tapes to defend it.
There's LTD, again, taking that same kind of 5-man approach, all on the back barricades there, not pushing too far up. Union did get a push to the center and grab that flag right off the bat. They did kind of change up their game style a little bit for this round.
So if I was Union, after getting the flag, I would sit tight in that spot for a while.
On that back snake, we've got 2 LTDs going on that back snake tuck low. I don't think Union knows that there's 2 over there right now.
So what they need to do, Union needs to have somebody on that snake to keep your head.
You just saw that. That was really good performance from them over there. Popping up at 2 different locations like that, confusing the other team on where to actually shoot. They did eliminate 2 players on this back corner. One of their players did get eliminated, though. So it looks like we've got a 3-on-2 match for LTD.
They shot the guy in the center bunker, the flag bunker.
Oh, there was a performance there. We missed that on camera, but Figgy did just take out the last teammate on the back end over there with a nice little hop, skip, and a jump over that last barricade. Again, LTD, you're seeing some handshakes over there. That's what's cool about this kind of environment for today. Everyone's out here having fun. Everyone's out here to kind of get some bragging rights and enjoy each other. But this is a very tight-knit community when it comes to the SpeedQB because they all want to see this event grow bigger and bigger every time we do it, because the more teams that they have, the more competition they're going to get, the more skills that they get to learn, the more potential. Like, it gets still if they're playing the same teams over and over.
If you're a competitor, you take a loss with as a growing experience and you learn from it.
Yes.
That's how you get better. I guarantee that the guys on LTD and SYG have gotten their butt kicked many times before they got to this point. I've seen it. They start playing in my fields, and I seen where they come from individually and as a team.
Yeah. So right now we've got some of the younger teams out there. So with some kind of more hodgepodge teams together. They're not full legit teams quite yet. They kind of came out today looking to get a little bit of action.
Pickup teams.
Pickup teams. There you go. We do have one of our employees down there on the team for the opposite side. Robert's down there trying it out, getting some team action going. I know he's kind of new to the sport here, and he's really liking this SpeedQB kind of style for him.
Good for him.
All right, and there's the move. And this is where we're going to see a little bit of different action here. You're going to see more of that lone wolf style type of play. You're not going to see communication happening as much. It's going to be more like I've got to stay alive kind of play than focusing on a main objective there.
Exactly.
But this is where these guys are going to learn from. This is where they're going to be able to grow and adapt to this sport. You're going to see there's a flag grab right there. There's some communication going on. There's some people, yeah, definitely got a flag grab. And quick, right to the flag, eliminated that game there. There was a penalty, so that flag does not count as an actual drop.
That's right. I believe he kept playing after he was hit, is what I'm being told.
All right, so we've got the next. And ref is going to be pulling that player over to the side and letting him know that what penalty he broke, so that they can learn and adapt and not make that same mistake again. Again, we've said it before, but these are the days that you can make those mistakes, because when it comes down to actually trying to win that belt, those mistakes are going to cost you.
And it hurts a lot more then than it will today.
Yes. All right, we've got next set of teams lining up here and ready to get started. All huddled down on that back end. Let's see how they take off from that start. There's that whistle. We do have one player from the other team made a move all the way for that 50.
I like that spot.
Right away,
I like
and
that.
he is eliminated.
I think that's a good spot to get to.
What spot that?
The very first
ring of that snake.
You could say the first knuckle of the snake, as they say in paintball.
He did get a good position there. He was able to eliminate the flag grabber there.
Sometimes going to bunkers or size of bunkers that nobody really plays at is a great advantage, because nobody's really programmed to look there.
Did we eliminate the other team already? I'm not hearing anything from the other side.
We'll see. That's a good question. We
got some fire.
I think they're just playing possum.
They did grab the flag. Let's see if they can get it to the other side.
Let's see what happens. Oh. Okay.
There's someone shooting at him. Got Robert down low there with his staff shirt on. He's out here having fun. Let's see. I think they eliminated the other team.
So at this point, you have enough bodies. Send somebody to the back and see what happens.
Yeah. Put up someone. Sacrifice someone for sure.
But make sure that you're looking when it happens, so you know where the enemy are at. They might be wiped out. Let's see. Yeah, they're clear.
Yeah, they're clear. They got that flag placed.
They didn't even
They did a full elimination. They didn't even realize it. Thanks, guys, for all the love and likes on this video. We definitely appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying this. We're enjoying it just as much as you guys are here. Oh, there was a quick elimination there. That's what you got to get to cover quick.
But they're still in good position. They're still good position. Strong up the middle. Got both corners occupied. Looks like the team on our right, going right to left, is working, trying to get to the snake.
2 eliminated from them already.
They have a free reign of the snake because
that snake. There goes.
Yeah, because they lost their corner guy.
There's another elimination there.
Now
these 2 left.
These 2 have to know what's going on and make a move, because they're doubled up.
They know they're there. You're going to see some of that action going on right
They're clustered, and if the other team communicates, they'll pin them down and methodically destroy them.
Yep.
And these 2 need to know and act accordingly. They can't just wait there to be killed.
Yep. 2 down low, if you guys are watching on screen. Those are the last 2 left from this other team. We've got the other team just completely surrounded.
Yeah, here we go. This will end it. This will end it.
And they're eliminated.
Yep.
And team grabs flag and is going for the... There it is. There's a points grab for their team right
The
there.
only time you double up or more than one guy in a bunker is you're getting ready to launch off, to jump off, or to push off from that position. But you should not be there for any great length of time, because all you're doing is making it easier for one guy to pin you down to have you killed. You should not feel comfortable having more than one guy in a bunker for any period of time, only to just momentarily.
Guys, if you guys are just joining us for this event here, it's going to be coming to an end in probably about the next 20 minutes here. But we are doing a SpeedQB Sunday here at Tax City Fullerton in California. If you guys are wondering or just joining us, where this kind of event, what we're doing is it's a practice for the tournament coming in July. So we'll be holding 4 more of these before that actual tournament goes on Sunday. Check our Facebook, check our calendar on our website to see when that next event's going to be coming. But if you guys want to come down and try this kind of style of airsoft out, it's only $10 for the morning. And it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. We get started. We get you guys onto a team if you guys don't have a team. And then we have some of the bigger names out here also, like SYG, LTD, which are last year's champions, coming down and playing with you guys and kind of helping you guys learn how this whole side of airsoft goes. And so we'll be ending this just in about another 20 minutes, and then we'll be opening up for our public play. We're going to be pushing the field around a little bit back to our regular look and style that you guys are used to if you guys have played here before. But, guys, right now we've got a new set of teams starting off on the field. The main objective of this type of game is eliminate that other team, grab that flag from the center point, and take that flag all the way to that other side where the enemy spawns from and get those extra points. So there's points, a couple different ways you can get points from this and get yourself up in the rankings there. But if you guys are joining us also, if you go back in the broadcast, you can see last year's champions, LTD, go against second place runner-up, SYG. That was just about an hour ago now in broadcast. We had them out here on the field. It was definitely a great, exciting game to watch if you guys are new to this style of airsoft, to see those two more of the popular teams out there and see how their style of play is. And here we go. They start off on that match right there. So 2 new teams out here from the last set. There's a push right there for the 50 and the flag grab. So they get the 25 points for that flag grab. Let's see if we can get a team elimination or if we can get a flag place. We still got a 5 on, nope, we've got 1 elimination, so it's a 5-on-4 right now.
One skill you don't see with some of the novice teams as much is any particular player behind a bunker, they don't use all sides of their bunker or look at all sides of their bunker. They get stagnant on one side predominantly, if that at all, 100% of the time.
Yeah. One of the things to keep in mind that's a good practice to come out at different points of that bunker, high, low, left, right, so that the enemy is never predicting where you're coming out. Because a lot of these novice players, you'll see them come out from the same point over and over and over, and eventually that enemy figures out they're going to be popping their head right there and eliminates them.
Predictability gets you killed.
Yes. All right, looks like we've got a 4-on-3. Elimination on the flag, and we're looking, we've got 2 eliminations right there at the 50. Looks like we got a 3-on-2 match going right now. There might only be 1 left behind that gray bunker, but I think there's 2 left.
See, everybody comes down to this tape and they stay on the outside.
Yeah.
I would love to see somebody come to cut the inside.
There's plenty of cover right on the inside to make a move. I just don't know if these novice players tend to have the courage to make that first jump.
This is where you should be communicating with the guys in the back. Right now, they're all lone wolfing it. So right now, it's going to be a matter of luck because they have the numbers. Now they're being redundant in the same angle. They're okay. Now he's going back to flattening out.
Grab the flag. He's going all the way for elimination, and flag was placed on the back end there.
So you notice his movement. They were so uncoordinated. Last moment, they had all three players shooting exactly in the same angle for the most part, where they were basically very much like the movie 300. They waste all their manpower by trying to go through that little narrow gap.
Yep.
You need to spread it out to take advantage of your numbers. Multiple angles as opposed to limited to one angle.
Yeah. It's much easier to hold that one angle down as a low amount of players there if you've only got to one place. But if you can go around and take all angles on it, you're going to eliminate that small number for sure.
Another word of advice is if you're one of the last guys and you're outnumbered, or for any numbers, I guess, on the field, you got to think, what if I was in the shoes of my enemy, what would mess me up? What move would mess me up? What angle, what attack would really give me problems?
Yeah, getting into that enemy's mindset and trying to figure out what's going to be the advantage.
And do that.
Yeah, and take advantage of it. Yeah.
Man, if I was in this position, this would really suck. Then do that.
For all you guys watching out on the live, the one thing you can take advantage of watching it from this angle up here, you can see how these players are moving in the future. So next time, use this as like a study kind of tape, as a game tape, as some of these football teams and basketball teams watch some of those other players. You can see how those teams move. If you've got a team getting started with this kind of sport, you can see how to make those advantages and take advantage of the kind of angles that we're able to put out there for you guys.
And especially look at the advanced teams and do your homework on them.
Yeah.
Because you might come across them, and they all have tendencies.
Yeah.
Do your homework. Find out their tendencies and counteract it.
I mean, this sport is a lot of fun to just come on the weekend and have fun and not necessarily have an agenda. But if you want to really elevate your game and want to support in these more competitive type of things, you need to take it serious. You need to come out to practice days like this. You need to watch how highlight videos from some of the teams you might be going up against, because that's how you're going to learn their strengths and take advantage of them. All right, we got them going for a flag grab. I can't stop it. It looks like that team's completely eliminated, and there's a flag. There's a points there. Yeah, this day's coming to an end here for this SpeedQB event. It's been a lot of teams we've been seeing come through here. A lot of players are having a lot of fun out there. I think we've got one of the last couple game sets going right here. All right, let's see how they're going to come off the start. Just taking those back barracks for them. Not really pushing off to the 50. Again, with these more like entry-level and novice kind of teams that we've got here, they don't just have the courage to necessarily make that push for that 50. They're still learning. They're still adapting to the sport. But we see from both teams, they're kind of holding back on it and make those movements very subtly towards that 50 to get those first couple points from that flag grab. And there's a flag grab right there. Not quite. He knows he's undercover. There's a flag grab. There's those first set of points right there. They're going to take advantage of the snake. There's elimination right there. There's got two players in the snake going on right now. And that 50 just dropped the flag. Moving around these blue barricades. Got some action in the back here. Let's game set looks like.
So I believe that this is going to be the last set coming up. I believe that they said they're going to be a 2-game set before we're done for the day.
All right. So again, this is going to be a pickup team, kind of just all put together with a couple different players here that came as like a couple friends or one or solo players, getting put together with a couple different players out there to just get a feel for this type of game style. Let's see if we get one of these guys to reset the flag real quick.
Yeah, still need the flag reset. So
flag. Flag. All right, we got flag reset. This is going to be the last 2 games of this SpeedQB Sunday practice day, guys. Definitely, if you guys had joined us for the live event, thank you guys so much for watching the show with us. We're definitely going to be doing this again. But if you guys want to come down, check our calendars for when next month we're going to be doing this also. It's going to be Sunday morning starting at 9 o'clock. We'll be going to 1 o'clock, and it's only $10 to come down and play. So if you want to try and take advantage of this kind of style of play and learn from some of the better teams, which will be out here for those days, definitely take advantage of it. Come down. We have the play going on in front of us, which you guys are seeing, but also behind us, there's a public play going on behind us also with the teams. They're learning, they're trying to adjust and make those kind of adjustments before we get to the actual tournament in July. So we got 4 more months of practice before we get to that actual tournament, and that's where it's all going to be on the line. That's where you don't want to make those mistakes.
And, just FYI, guys, our long-term goal with this is because there's so much interest across the country and actually around the world in some other countries like in Japan of this style of play, that ultimately we like to work something out with some other indoor fields in the United States or wherever to have a local tournament, and then we can fly them out here and have a true SpeedQB champion represented from whatever part of the country or the world.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you guys want to come down and try this out and you're seeing this across the country, let us know so we can start making events across the country and potentially seeing you guys come out for the big winning belts. We're good. Tan, it's a kind of a pickup day. It's a practice day for SpeedQB. It's called our SpeedQB Sundays. What we're doing are, if you don't have a team, we can set you up with a team here to be able to play. But it is
like a training day.
Like a training day for the SpeedQB tournament coming in July. And this is going to be the last game set here for today's SpeedQB Sunday. We will be opening in the next 10 minutes for our public play. And so that is where we're just going to have different scenario games going on. We'll be adjusting the field back to our regular type of style here at Tax City and just having a lot of fun for the rest of the night.
As you can tell, very quiet as far as talk and communication.
Yeah, and even with the teams here, they're not, they're more pickup teams. They're not quite organized teams.
They may not know each other.
Yeah, they might have a couple friends out here they've been playing, but they're not definitely playing to the level of what we've seen earlier today from some of the more professional teams. All right, guys.
That's the last game of the day, gentlemen.
All right. Last game of the day. We'll flip this camera around real quick here. Get that going. Whoops. All right, guys. So we got Sonny here and myself, producer Derek. Thanks for joining us here on live stream. We're going to be ending this here. If you guys want more information, just check out our Facebook page, our YouTube page, or our actual website, taxcityairsoft.com, to see when the next SpeedQB event. But thanks for joining us. Anything else before we sign off here, Sonny?
No, hope to see you guys out in July.
Yeah, so definitely. Guys, hit us up next month for the next practice, and then hopefully you guys can all make it out for the tournament in July. All right, guys. Bye, guys.